Hi, everybody. It's time. Hi, everyone. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you all so much for coming by. Thank you for the anniversary wishes. Hello, Kel, Def, Stitch, Picori, Dex, Fatoris with the 75 stream streak. Amazing. Holy cow! Stitch! Oh, wow. Oh, thank you so much for the 10 gifted. Oh, that's so kind of you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I am so excited for tonight. We are going to be doing a little bit of trip down memory lane. I'm going to talk about, like this past year of streaming, what it's meant to me, my whole process, how I've gotten to this point. Thank you, Munchkin. Hi, thank you guys so much. I'm so glad to see you all here. And then I have a few announcements, exciting announcements, for the very near future. So, I wanted to give everyone an opportunity to like come in, get settled in. How are y'all doing? Happy Friday, by the way. Congrats on making it through your week. Very proud of you. I'm gonna like clear my throat real quick because I can just feel it in my throat. Oh my god. Holy cow! More gifted subs, Steph. Thank you guys. Whoa. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to make notes of all this. Oh wow, thank you guys. Oh, that's so kind of you. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate all the support. We're finally getting the ball toggle. You're gonna get a lot. You'll see. You will see. I've been working on some stuff. Kinda, sorta, kawaii cuties. We'll talk about it here very shortly. Very shortly, we'll have some fun discussions about what is in the very near future. And yes, thank you all so much. Thank you, Def. Thank you, Stitch, for the gifted subs. That is so kind. I appreciate you all giving back to the community. It really does mean a ton. So, we're going to take a trip down memory lane together. Yes, I have prepared a PowerPoint presentation. You all joked about it, and then I sat there for a second like, oh, are they going to hate it? Oh, no. I haven't touched PowerPoint in like a decade. This is gonna be so bad. So are y'all ready for the most scuffed, like, hasn't touched a PowerPoint in like a decade? Are y'all ready? Yeah, we're doing this old school, okay? complete with like stock images, okay? Like 10 out of 10 most like boring thing ever, but hopefully you guys have fun with it. I'm gonna have fun with it. I had fun putting it together. And then once we're done and all the announcements are made, we're gonna hang out, we're gonna have some discussion. We can talk about literally anything. I've actually really wanted to do just kind of like a Zatsu just chatting stream with you guys and just hang out for a bit. So that's what we'll do after the presentation. But without further ado, graphic design is my passion. No, really. Yeah, get your popcorn, have your snacks ready. Peak entertainment is about to arrive at your doorstep, okay? So let's go back, shall we? Let's go back to ye olden days of yore. Let's go. So this is how it all began, with this little PNG tuber. So this is the thing that I made myself, with mouse tracking with the eyes. Yeah, the ye old classic. Yeah, OG. I wanted to bring out a blast from the past for you guys, just to see like how much things have changed. So we're gonna be celebrating 1 year. This is my logo, by the way. I've used it in some of my socials, but it was done by the amazing Sumi Gummy. I'm gonna be using it moving forward as well with all of my new stuff that I'm gonna be unloading. But yeah, that is my logo. Yeah, classic owl, old owl. Speaking of, let's talk about like why I got into VTubing in the first place. Like how did owl come to be owl, huh? So I always wanted to stream, but I finally decided to go for it. I had been wanting to stream for years. Like straight up. I was way too nervous and way too scared to do it. I kept second guessing myself a lot as to whether or not I would even be someone people would want to tune into or find entertaining, or if I was just Delulu, you know? Yes, it's yes, you're getting PowerPoint. You're getting like old decades long student project, okay? Enjoy. And then I decided I wanted to try out VTubing. I love creative things. I thought it'd be super creative, and other VTubers have always entertained me and have always been really inspiring to me. So I decided that's what I wanted to do. So I wanted to take the time and I wanted to make my own design because I wanted that to be an important creative aspect of it. And I went through a lot of different iterations. I had lives that had never come into like reality. At one point, I was almost a cat. I was almost an elf from space. But then I decided I wanted to be the owl that you all see today. But why an owl? You may be asking. Look at this beautiful stock footage of an owl. Stock photo of an owl. I was like, I don't want to use anything that like belongs to something that's copyrighted. I'm just gonna use a stock image of an owl. Real photo, actual face reveal, very important. Also, this is like in the way. I realized, oh God, hold on. Let me like move my big ass head out of the way. Hold up. All right, I'm sunk. All right, so the reason, also welcome in, yeah, enjoy my fantastic PowerPointing skills, Lambro. Welcome in. So happy you have a tissue box. Is this emotional? Are you emotional right now? I'm emotional. I wanted to prepare. You guys have no idea how many hours I dedicated to this stuff, okay? Anyway. Two of my favorite animals are cats and owls. I've always loved to also associate with mystery, magic, and wisdom. You can tell this is how I do PowerPoints because I'm reading directly from the slide like all those kids do in high school. First, I wanted to give a bit of magical academic blend. That's changed over time. So I borrowed stuff from like dark academia aesthetics and like put together favorite owl species. And then I just decided, screw it. I'm gonna be an owl. So this is what happened next, okay? We're gonna go through some of my original design concepts. Don't worry, kids still read PowerPoints like this in college too. Oh, thank God. All right. So this was my very first design concept that I made. Go ahead and try to keep my mouse out of the way. But yeah, this was my original design art. I don't think I've actually really shared this with folks very much. Leg reveal, leggy. I drew this when I was trying to come up with ideas, and this was my very first go at it. However, I do have legs. Yes, this is true. I know. Shocking developments. And then this became my second design that I actually based this PNG tuber off of. Big poop. Okay, so like there's actually something about that. I always thought that like you could have a large chested design without it being like hypersexualized. And I wanted to kind of show that a bit with like my design, but I feel like I honestly like failed. But you know. But yes, this was my second design sheet. This was also art that I did. And you can see how that has influenced a lot of things. Actually, let me just slip into something a little more familiar with you guys real quick. All right. So after that, we had our PNG tuber that you all just saw. This was all my own art. I did this with PNG Tube Remix, and this is what I technically debuted with. And now you all know this one. I've actually never showed you all my full design of this model either, I realize. But this is the model y'all know. Those poopers have a degree. They do. Highly educated. And this was a customizable model by Sinmaku. I made all of the texture edits. I tried to make something close in vibe to my previous design, so I was still kind of leaning into the more like academic aesthetic. But I realized over time that it didn't necessarily reflect my personality as much as I would have liked. So far, I'm defending my VTubing thesis very well, thank you. I hope I get a passing grade, you guys. Please pass me. Give me a degree in VTubing. I've been working really hard over the past year, okay? And y'all may remember my little PNG tuber that I made as well based on this design. Yeah! I have thigh-high stockings. I, like, never show leg. I have never shown leg on stream. Should I show leg? Y'all want to see leg? Hold on. Let me like unlock myself. Behold. Behold leg. Leg. Full-blown leg. I take up the space. I do the wiggles. Leg. After 1 year. Leg. All right, I'm back. I'm back where I'm supposed to be now. We can continue with our regularly scheduled programming. Took so long. Craziest reveal, right? I told you all things would be announced tonight. Things would happen. At least I have legs. Yeah, no, I have loved this model. This is my first foray into Live 2D. I had wanted a Live 2D model. I tried making my own. And what I realized is I don't have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time to make my own. I do have a chibi model that I'm still wanting to work on my own time, but we're gonna work on getting there. Eventually. But here's what we've accomplished. So on May 1st of last year, I started streaming. My first ever stream was Fields of Mystria, and we ended up streaming a full in-game year. And this is my first intro into cozy streaming. And originally I was only streaming 2 days a week. Eventually I changed it to 3. The scuff has always been present. It is not a bug, it is a feature. And in all of that effort, I was teaching myself OBS, VTube Studio, like a lot of things. I have taught myself a lot in this entire process. And I'm excited to get to learn even more as I continue on my journey this next year. I swear I love the PowerPoint format. It's giving me life. You're so welcome. All right, and then like 1 week into streaming, let me scoot my big ass head out of the way again. Good grief. I thought I like made this to where my big ass head wouldn't be in the way, but here we go. It is truly a lifestyle. It is, yes. Scuff forever. Scuff always. So I had a raid literally 1 week into streaming from Tolk, who sometimes you'll see in chat. Shout out to Tolk if you're there. Who like raided me out of the blue and brought me a ton of support, was very, very helpful. And because of that sort of support and support that I got from a ton of other people, I was able to become Twitch affiliate within that same month of streaming by May 20th. So May's a big deal for me. On September 8th, I was, shout out, yes, thank you giving the shout out to Tolk. You should absolutely go send love to Tolk. Very, very sweet, sweet VTuber. Very sweet guy. I wonder how I found you. Yeah! Hi, Helios. You're gonna see some familiar faces pop up, I'm sure. Not me stopping to Google do that. I need to train my mods better. My goodness. Y'all can't even do shout-outs. I need to work on this. It's been a year, guys. Come on. But now, as of April 30th, I've actually reached 350 followers, which in such a short amount of time is insane to me. I cannot even fathom how much support I've gotten over the past few months. So y'all are incredible. So I actually have a clip of that raid. And you all are going to see not only the worst case of customer service Alcina voice, but oh yeah, no, we got embedded videos. Are you ready? Are you ready for a blast from the past? We're gonna watch this together. I'm gonna cringe so much. But here we go, guys. Oh, hold on. There we go. Scuff! Hold on. I realized that, like, the background music was on. There we go. I was so awkward. Yeah, the old chat sidebar, everything. Oh, was it still on? Why is it still on? Hold on. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know it was still on. I didn't know how to, like, react to a raid at all. Yeah, you can barely hear it. I didn't realize my alerts were so low. But I had Brock's jelly-filled donut line set as my raid message. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, a raid! Yeah, so it's what about. I did not know what I was supposed to say or do. I was so overwhelmed. Like, I'm not even reading what I'm reacting to. It's so crazy to see it. I cannot believe I said flabbergasted. Okay, it's hell of a first raid to get. It was insane to get, like, over 70 people's eyes suddenly on you. You're not even a week into streaming. I am, like, awkward laughter, sitting up in my chair like, "Ah." So, yeah, that was my very first, raid that happened, and that completely blew me away. I was not expecting that level of support and friendliness, like, right out the gate, and it completely altered, I think, my personal trajectory and attitude towards streaming, like, off the bat. Yeah, no. Again, major shout out to Toke. I felt like I had to highlight that because that really did completely, like, change a lot of what I got to do with streaming. It allowed me to meet so many cool people, and it's allowed me to, like, I don't know, get to learn from so many people too. I really do appreciate so much the fact that someone just saw my PNG on social media and decided, "Hey, you're cool." I felt so validated, you know, like, cause I was so scared for so long about streaming in general. Here I am having not even streamed a week, lucky to stream to a small handful of friends that I had who were just wanting to be supportive as I was starting this venture, and then suddenly I get introduced to, like, a whole community, and it really meant a lot to me, and it made me realize just how special streaming can really be. And I'm really glad for it. Yeah, I've gotten to learn so much, and I'm really grateful for it. Okay. All right. So here's what you all have accomplished. As of before this stream, you all have made a number of 664 daily hoots. And now we got to see the top 5 hooting owls. Are y'all ready for this? Number 1 with 108 hoots. Fancy Kelstash. Number 2, we got No Coming with 96. Yeah, get your daily hoots now if you haven't already. I've been keeping tabs. With 85, Picori. With 53, Kawaii Cuties. And with 41, Tsunami. Keep on hooting, everybody. I appreciate you all doing your daily check-ins. That's why I say thanks for your daily hoot, because I mean it. Get your daily hoots. Also, shout out to Fatoris with the 70 plus. I did not realize it was this close to 75. Stream streak. I appreciate you guys so much. Yeah, don't forget to do your daily hoots. You all have now you're emotional. No, you all honestly help make these streams so much more fun for me. What I've realized over time is that streaming is less about what I'm doing for myself necessarily. I've really started to focus more on like how I want to give back to all of you. How I want to make sure that the time that you spend with me is not time that you feel is wasted. Um Appreciate you guys, genuinely. I would not be here without you all. And even if your name is not up here, even if you're just a very dedicated lurker, I want you to know that you are so appreciated. And like I would not be doing this without your all support. So thank you. As for our Discord community, Nocturnal Nook, we've hit 42 members. So we have a ton of fun little nocturnal friends to hang out with. Hopefully we can continue to grab more of you all and entice you to join us. Streaming is trying to spread joy to others. Exactly that. I completely agree with that, Helios. I absolutely do. The community altogether, we've made 21 clips, 21 memories together. I want to get those numbers up this next year, I think. I think it would be fun to try to get more clips going. I actually am really hoping as a personal goal to try to start a clip channel and try to start uploading some shorts and clips. I haven't done that yet. I've been very intimidated by learning how to edit. But yeah, I'm really, really hoping to get to do more of that. So yeah, join the Discord. If you haven't already, it's very chill. We have roles for you, so you don't have to worry about being pinged like 24/7. It is a very chill, vibey place. Would love to have you there. If you would like to come hang out, share your food, share your pets, talk about horse girls. We do it all. Can help clip stuff? Please do. I would love to have people clipping. Honestly, it's so much fun, and I would genuinely love it. I love seeing the moments that seem to stand out to other people because we're all our own worst critics, right? Like it's kind of hard to know what feels like it would be fun or memorable for other people. So when you all clip, it makes me know, hey, you all thought that something was fun or funny or enjoyable. And I really love when you do clip things. It makes me really, really happy. So you all have made me happy countless times. You all are my motivation. You all are the reason I keep doing this. And I just wanted to say thank you all so much for making this last year so memorable. I am very much so looking forward to all of the memories we're going to make next year. This next year, it's going to be so much fun. Or we can just want you to relive your own pain. That's also valid. If you want me to go and look at my analytics after a stream, go, oh, somebody clipped something. And then I go check it out. And I'm like, oh, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? And then I go, and it's just me like dying. I'll laugh at it. I'll appreciate it. Speaking of clips, though, this was actually the most used the comfy house emote. Yeah, thank you. But we're gonna look at the most viewed clip from the last year. This was one that I actually made, but people seem to love, so we're gonna play it again from Teddy's Haven. Hold on, actually, let me turn off the music again. There we go. The geese. Still takes me out. Yeah, no, we thought they were coming to steal our stuff. Few very funny things about that to me. First off, that the difference in my voice and my comfort levels between the very first clip that I shared with you guys with my first raid to just this was just a matter of a few months, and it's very funny to see the contrast. They were such good customers. They were though it was very funny to have a geese continue to come up to me and just put a dagger in front of me and go, "Yeah, check me out. Thank you." It was very fun. This was actually a really cool game to stream too because we actually had the developer for this game, like the solo developer for the game, actually stopped by stream once and like talked to me and talked to us about the game, and it was really a cool experience. The game, by the way, is Teddy's Haven. It's a fantasy shop simulator game. I haven't played a shop simulator in a hot minute. I would love to go back to playing more of those sorts of games. But it was a lot of fun. So yeah, this was the most viewed clip. I understand why, because genuine confusion with the geese. It is, yeah, the game deserves a lot of love. It's clearly a passion project. Check it out if you have the time. It is not a very expensive game on Steam, and the dev was very nice. Okay. So what comes next? This is where we get to the fun stuff. My laugh was a liberating one. I'm glad that you all enjoy my laughter. It's very genuine. All right, so I talked about this, but we're having a new RPG inspired design. This is also art by me. I also designed it. It's happening. We're getting it. It's gonna happen. Because we're gonna have a new model debut, guys. Not immediately, but very soon. It's gonna be a 3D model debut. Ooh, ah. Also legs. Very important. Also legs. So it is going to be a 3D model debut, which means I'm going to be doing a new format, which means we're going to have some new redeems, new things happening in the very near future. And what's going to come with this new debut, you may ask? Well, first off, a date. I am supposed to have the model ready by about mid-May, so I'm aiming for an end of May, early June debut. If there's anything that happens that makes that impossible, you all will be the first to know, but get very excited about it. I'm very excited about it. This is going to be my first ever completely custom-made model for me. I am very stoked for it. Like, that's made by somebody else, like that isn't just me making my own PNG tuber. I am so stoked for this. I'm going to try to include hand tracking and other fun things with it, all the stuff that 3D gets to offer. And when we do the debut, you all are going to be finally getting lots of emotes. I already have ready to go 15 plus emotes for debuts. With a fresh new look for the stream, including a new overlay, new chat, all that sort of stuff. It's already getting ready to go. I've been prepping it so much. Also, new starting soon, BRB and ending screens. You all will be free from the elevator music. I'm finally going to have new screens after a year of the same screens. Always thought I was a fan of leather armor, not disappointed. Oh yeah, no. I have always been like a ranged gal. If there is anything that allows me to use a bow in a game, I gravitate towards it like a moth to a flame. We're also going to have a new stinger animation and more, if I can manage. All of that is going to be happening with the debut of this new model. But in the meantime, given that we have the entire month of May, and it's gonna be a bit till I can actually pull this debut off. I decided we should maybe have some fun activities. So, for the final announcement tonight, I'll see you play Horizon Zero Dawn win maybe sooner than you think because I'm going to be doing a donathon. My very first ever donathon. I'm trying to also get funds for a live 2D model. Let me get my entire head out of the way. Hold up. Ah! Okay, I will disappear here so you all can see all the details. So, starting this Sunday, I'm going to have a punishment wheel ready. And we are going to be doing a donathon for the next 2 months. So even with the debut, I'm going to have it go into next month. The only reason I'm not including some special stuff like on screen and stuff is because, I'm probably going to be changing formats, so I didn't want the special rewards to be all that difficult. So we're going to go through it together. Sick art, by the way. Yeah, no, Ibnu Hawari is the artist. Did a fantastic job. So, here are our lovely incentives for the donathon that's going to be happening from this next Sunday until the very end of June. For all we got here, yes, you will get to choose my Discord profile pic for a week with only $5, which I think you guys have pretty much already accomplished. I was not expecting the very generous sub gifts at the beginning of stream. I will absolutely be counting those towards this donathon. I will go back and I will add all that together, and I will count that towards this. Since they are subs, I think I only get half. So I'll need to do some calculations. I didn't go to school for math, but we definitely accomplished a couple things, and we can get started on those this Sunday. But yes, for this, I'm trying to get some Live 2D model art. I'd love to have a custom Live 2D model as well as a 3D model. I'm trying to keep goals relatively achievable, hopefully. But no pressure. Like I know times are tough for everybody right now. So if you're able to help, I appreciate it. If you're not, that is totally fine. You just being here and enjoying the fun will be great. So I'm gonna have a punishment wheel ready to go this Sunday for every $10, whether that be through subs, through bits, through donations, through my tip jar. You will get to spin the wheel. I will have a variety of random punishments for me to do, including forcing me to whisper for a set amount of time into the mic, or having me do jumping jacks, or what have you. Yeah, no. So some of the things that we have include chat chooses my Discord profile pic for a week. Chat writes a social media post. Please keep it within reason and nothing not suitable for work. All these things need to be suitable for work, please. I would appreciate that. do not get me canceled, chat. I'd appreciate that. Chat would be able to pick my next stream's game, but it must already be a game in my library. Basically, I would give you all a list of games from my library and you all would choose. Yes, you would get to see all of my backlog. And you can judge me. Then I'd be playing some Project Diva. I haven't played a rhythm game in a hot minute, and you all could see me suffer through that. You all get to pick a tier list stream, so you all would present me with some tier lists you'd want me to fill out, and I would fill them out on stream. You'd get to choose a new channel redeem. If you want that bald toggle, now's the time. Karaoke stream for an hour. If y'all are really, really dying to hear my fabulous voice screech in your ears, now's the time. I will play Minecraft blind, aka I've never played Minecraft before. I would be playing it without any access to a wiki or any assistance. It will be terrible. I don't even know how to make a crafting table. God help me. You all will literally need to guide me, and I'm being genuine. It would be awful for me. I would be dying and you all would be laughing and it'd be a lot of fun. At 150, chat chooses a new emote. Heavy breathing. Chat chooses a new emote. At 200, I play a horror game. You all know me as a cozy streamer. I don't tend to play horror games because I genuinely jump at things that I'm not even playing. I would probably find some way to get like a heart rate monitor or something, and you all would laugh so hard. If I can't do that though, I didn't want to put that on there because I don't know if I'll ever be able to get that figured out how to have that work, but at the very least, you all will see me dying. 250, a Smash or Pass stream. You all can send me a variety of random characters, and I will deem them smashable or passable. At 300, you all get to make my stream schedule for an entire week. And by that, I mean you all get to choose every game that I play. You don't get to choose when I stream, obviously, because I do have like real life responsibilities, but you will get to basically choose my entire week's worth of streams. If you all literally want a whole week of nothing but Uma Musume streams, for example, there you go. If you want me to play a different variety of games, like, you all can decide that amongst yourselves. A lot of these decisions will likely be done on the Discord, so like be aware of that. Yeah, unfortunately, I do have to to pay to live. You take over my life for a week, exactly. 350, we do a community game night. That could either be Jackbox games, the Gartic phone, Mario Kart. I want to see what the community is really feeling and what you all would like to do. And then finally, a Discord movie night. We'll pick a movie, we'll get it all together, we'll hop into a chat in the Discord, and we'll watch a movie together. We can pick any sort of movie, we can just have a fun time with it. And then finally, can we postpone the chat chooses streams until Festa comes out? Yeah, I mean, like we can discuss it. It can be a group decision. Not all of this is going to be stuff that happens like absolutely immediately after the donathon either. A lot of it is going to be like when it is convenient for both chat to figure the stuff out and for me to actually do it. So but it will happen. It is guaranteed to happen if we hit these milestones. And the last major thing before the actual stuff gets funded is a 12-hour weekend stream. So from noon to midnight Eastern on a day of the weekend, to be determined if we hit it. I would probably be playing a variety of things, doing some chatting, taking some breaks, but I would be excited to get to do that with you guys. And as for the stretch goals, I'd be able to get more toggles if we happen to hit a little above my overall goal. If I hit 800, you guys would get to pick a suitable for work, please, skeb or art commission you would like for me to get of myself. At 900, an ASMR recording. And I've never done ASMR, but you all will get whatever I happen to create. If it's me reading a book, if it's if it's something like that, sure. I've seen this as something super popular and I'm like, "You know what? Maybe we can try it." So even if it's like really goofy and bad, you all can laugh at it with me, okay? I like that stuff takes talent and effort, and I've never done it before, but we could give it a shot and see what happens. And if we happen to hit a grand, which I highly doubt will happen, but like if we do, that would allow me to actually get the art rigged by somebody else. If I'm just able to get the art, it may be a little bit till I can afford to get the rigging done, but that's kind of the goal. Finally make me read the yellow pages. Oh my gosh, I'd have to find some yellow pages. And so for some incentives outside of the punishment wheel for every 10, the top 3 donators will all get a special Discord role. The first place will get everything below it plus a skeb art by me, meaning that like you ask me to do a piece of art for you and I will do it. Um You will also get to pick a new emote, and you also get a special thank you letter. Second person would be able to pick a new emote and get a special thank you letter, and the third would receive a special thank you letter. If you have any questions about how this works or what we do I know who the rigger is going to be? I am in the market. I've done some pricing and I have some different options. Right now I am looking primarily at a few different people, but if anybody has like recommendations, obviously I will take them. But this is based off of some different price ranges that I have like kind of looked at for now. I have to get the art first and see how it's cut and then work with the whoever would be doing the rigging. Um, Otherwise, I may try to rig it myself if we don't hit that goal, that's fine. But I'm trying to see what I can accomplish and hopefully I can have someone with more talent and time to dedicate to it because I would like for this to be something fun and neat. Um, but yes, I have some artists in mind already, all within that particular price range. If you send me your ref, I can try to get some estimates from friends. I'll have to get the art first, but yes. Hi, Pagan Samurai. Welcome in. But that is the big one. We are going to be starting the Donathon starting this Sunday. I will go ahead and add the gift subs from the beginning of the stream towards the overall goals. I'll do the calculations afterwards, and then I will get that all set up for Sunday. And it will also include the punishment wheel. So thank you guys. I'm back now. Thank you guys for an amazing year. I appreciate you guys so much. This is actually some banner art I did a billion years ago. Um, it's been fun to kind of revisit my art. Art looks like an anime-fied version of a Minecraft character. I just was playing around with some different styles. I like playing around with different styles of art. Actually, an art stream would be something I would love to get to do in the near future. I'm staring into your soul. I do need a custom Minecraft skin. That would actually be fun to do. But all right, I will spare you all my gaze, and we will get back to just chat. Okay, that was my presentation. Please clap. Please clap. Please clap. Do I pass? Did I pass the VTuber class, guys? Did I get an A? Thank you for an amazing year. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, no. 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 I do appreciate you guys so much. Like, so for the remainder. Yeah, we got applause, we got victory fanfare, we got everything. Can I repeat everything? Okay, so back from the start. Let's go ahead and pull it up again. Sorry guys, people weren't here. I gotta pull up the presentation again. We gotta do it again. I think we need to do it again. No, but in all seriousness, thank you all. Like, I I was very anxious because I thought, oh gosh, this is so cringe. Here I am doing a PowerPoint presentation talking about the year. I hope you all like it. I I'm forever. I still feel like I'm still so fresh and new with streaming and so many different things about streaming. There's so much I don't know how to do and so much I still want to learn how to do. Get emotional, can't be the only one that teared. Aw, Taurus. Start at the beginning. I was born. Which century? Unknown. I am like maximum hag. What can I say? But in all seriousness, I was super anxious before stream. I was like, "Oh gosh, are they gonna like this? Is this gonna be like super cringe? Are y'all gonna hate it?" But I was really excited to get to share all the exciting news coming up for you guys. I am really excited to get this 3D model. I'm excited to get to debut it. I'm excited to bring you all of this stuff. I have been saving. It's okay. Freeman looks great at like bazillion years old. Honestly, she is goals. Can I ask a very VTuber question? Go for it. We're just chatting at this point. We're just hanging out and celebrating together. So please ask me questions. Talk to me about anything. Yeah, she has feet. What made me want to be an owl? Well, I covered that in the beginning of my presentation, but if you would like to know, um, no, you're fine. I am happy to talk about it. So, originally, when I was trying to decide what I wanted to do with VTubing, I went through like a billion different iterations of ideas. And when I settled for an owl, it's because owls are one of my absolute favorite animals. They have been forever. And what I've loved about owls is how they're basically cats with wings. And I also love like how they've been associated with things like magic and wisdom. They're mysterious, but also like really goofy and silly and fun. I love that about them. And I wanted to kind of represent myself through this lens. The hidden owl amongst us. Stitch, you're an owl this whole time and you didn't tell me? But in all seriousness, I decided to go that way. I lean into like a more academic vibe because I have always been a cough nerd. And I realized though that like I've allowed things like academia and stuff to kind of define me in a lot of aspects of my life. And with being a VTuber, I can be whatever I want to be. Owls are smart and and wise and all that, but they don't have to be pigeonholed. Pigeonholed owl. Haha. With into a particular type of niche. And so I thought about the things that I love and I thought about the things that like feel more like me. And I decided to go back and start to draw something and design something that felt more like it represented who I am and not this aesthetic that I was trying to achieve. Have I seen the gif of those barn owl chicks where they look like they're in a cult? I've not. That sounds amazing. But in all seriousness, I then went back and I decided to work on that like kind of RPG like ranger archer sort of design. Yes, please show me in the Discord if you're not part of it. Like please show me. Um and there were different things that would happen in that design that I feel like represent me a lot better. Like for one, I don't wear glasses. These are fake. Like this was just part of like trying to achieve that particular aesthetic. And then I'm like, do I really want to achieve an aesthetic or do I want to represent myself? Like, what was the point of VTubing? Is it just trying to like present an aesthetic or is it trying to be a means of self expression? And once I started to figure that out, the more I got into it and the more I fell in love with streaming and the more I fell in love with all of this, I decided to go for it. And now I have that new design, and I'm really, really excited to actually have a model of that design that I've been working on for months. I'm also going to be introducing all new emotes with that design, both static and animated. Going to try to get even more. Not a Discord yet. Get in there. Get in there. You would be very welcome. I know not a ton of people like Discord, so if you are not a big Discord user and you don't really like it, I'm probably going to try for a lot of these Jonathon goals to also set up polls on my socials. So if you don't already follow me on Twitter or Blue Sky, please go follow me there. I will probably put some polls up there. So for decisions being made that like can be pollable, basically, for the donathon, you all can participate in that, and I will calculate that into the final results. I do. I just have a weird hang up about collecting community service. Oh yeah, no. I was just talking generally to anybody else who may not be a part of it, and do what you can. Because I know not everybody's a big Discord person. You shove all the ones you don't hang out in a folder and forget about it. Yeah, no, that's actually very true. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. But yeah, no. So that's why I'm an owl, and that's why I ended up kind of going with like more of an academic design at first, and then I've ultimately changed my overall like theming and design going forward. I'm very, very excited to get to kind of change the overall vibe of the stream to feel more me, and I hope you all are excited for it too, and I hope you all will like it. But yeah. Actually, really, really fun fact. My name Alcina was in part inspired by like a few things, but I also knew that it kind of meant like wise. So I took that because like wise owl, and that's how that came to be. Hi Zin, thank you for the anniversary wishes. Nice to meet ya. Nice to meet you. Nice to see ya. Oh my God, my brain. Brain is gone. Hi guys. Alcina. Yeah, that too. It also sounds like owl. Alcina. And obviously Strix. On the given put it into chat. Thank you. Let me check it out. I want to see it. Oh my God. Oh my God, the one eating a rat? Oh my God. In my Discord, for some reason, I get shy there. That's fine. I mean, I understand. When I'm in like big servers, I kind of like the introvert in me really does shine because I just end up barely saying anything. I'm lucky to get like a hi, I'm here out in like a welcome channel, and then I'm like, oh gosh, I don't want to interrupt anybody. I don't want to make anyone like feel uncomfortable by this random person coming in and saying hello. Am I interrupting their conversation? Oh no, the social anxiety kicks into high gear, so I totally get it. Nice to meet you has collab before. Yeah, no, my brain literally just it went between meet and see. It was like, oh, it's nice to see you again. But then like it went like with meat for some reason. I don't know how we ended up there. But no, I get it. I get it. I get it. So like no pressure to like have to speak in there. But if you do, like you'll always be welcome. Like we have a lot of people in the Discord, and I think a lot of people are there primarily for the pings, which is also totally valid. I'm gonna get myself a drink really quickly. There we go. Yeah, if you all have any like other questions. The fact you've kept your streaming going this long automatically makes you more extroverted than me. It's a front. It's a ruse. I it took me a long time to get more and more comfortable with streaming. When I first started streaming, I used to like I'm not even gonna joke with you guys. I used to feel so sick. I used to feel like nauseous because I was so anxious, and I don't know why. Stream by us, she endured us from too long. Honestly, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be so real with you guys. No, but really, actually, having chat and having people to talk to who are like super friendly and chill has allowed me to relax and feel like I can be more of myself and that I don't have to go. Hi, everybody. How are you today? Is everyone having a wonderful day today? I hope that you all are excited for this game that we're about to play. Like, like just full on, like, I've only been anxious for one time streaming. I wish that were like me only having to deal with that once. But you know what I mean, though, right? Like having to go into almost just like this scripted, super polite. Oh my goodness, it's so wonderful that you all are here today. I hope you all are having a wonderful time. Welcome in. Like it doesn't feel real. It feels fake. It feels it feels so bad. And it doesn't it like it's the whole point of me getting to do this is that I'm going to express myself. That I'm going to be myself. And I've gotten more comfortable with that over time. And I owe a lot of that to you guys. You all have allowed me to feel a lot more comfortable, just kind of relaxing, being myself. Yeah, no, the fake scripted BS is awful. And you can tell, right? I just heard no, be. I'm going to be myself. Y'all got what are y'all thinking I'm doing out here on stream? Like, good grief. That does like a little more sense. Yeah, no, this is now a totally different type of stream, obviously. This is where I enter my not suitable for work era. Are y'all into it? Are y'all here for it? The B movie? Actually, that's what my ASMR should be. If we make it, I'm just gonna read. Just gonna like very quietly beat the beat. Oh, exciting. Oh, with a bee costume? Should That's what we need to do. Oh gosh. Oh, the ads. The ads now. Oh no. Can't wait for you for when you have to read that bee is living my life in an ASMR voice. If we honestly, that goal being like a stretch goal and being so high up is because again, I'm like, I hope they understand that it isn't going to be that serious. I'm not going to be out here doing like the girlfriend experience sort of crap. Like I like no offense to the people who do that. Like that's totally fine. Y'all do that. That's cool. That's not what I'm going to do. Like that's not my thing. It'll probably be something silly because I don't have that it's not the content that I make and it's not like it's not like I have like the actual talent for ASMR. People did my Chibi could probably make you a bee model super easily. Y'all are really dedicated to this bee idea. You all are like locked in. Clearly, what I need to do is I need to like get a costume for my 3D model that's just a bee outfit. We'll do that. But in all seriousness, like and like yeah, no, if people are into that, I'm so sorry. Like like the other type of ASMR, like like no offense is meant. I want to make that clear. I'm saying that for me, it'll come across more as a joke because I just don't have the talent for it. I don't have the actual ability to do it, and I am not that is not my primary content. So whatever y'all get is gonna be something weird. It's gonna be something. I'll try my best regardless, but it's gonna be something. The hive mind. Okay, guys, I guess I need to retire myself as an owl VTuber. I need to become a bee VTuber now. This is my life. This is what I'm dedicated to. And I hope you all know that if we do reach that goal, it is going to be the B movie script at this point. Like, there's just straight up, it's going to be the B movie script. That's what we're doing. Y'all have convinced me. And I will have it as a recording. And it will be my model in a bee outfit reading the script to you. I now have a theme for spring. Oh my god. Next April Fool's debut the B model. If that is still an ongoing joke by next April Fool's, yes, absolutely. Okay, so you all got to just keep it alive. Keep the dream alive. Welcome back from ads, by the way, guys. Everyone pencil that in. Yeah, no, I hope that you all will have fun with the silly punishment wheel. By the way, if you all would like to suggest some fun new Alcina sneaker PTuber, you guys are killing me. Keep a joke running for another year. Got it. Yeah. All right. I believe in you guys. Okay. All right. I let that one hang for a minute. Um okay, I deserve I wish you all could throw stuff at me because I think I would deserve tomatoes thrown at me for that. Um but in all reality, yeah, I I've lost my train of thought. It was on a track and I was going to say something probably profound. I want to believe it was profound and then it was gone. Oh yeah, there we go. Tomato throwing tomatoes. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Deserved, deserved, deserved. Have I mentioned I love puns and bad dad jokes? As I do. Must not have been that important. It'll come back to me if it is. If it was that important, it'll come back to me. Oh, right. It's back. Hi, it's back. Hello. All right. So for the punishment wheel for the donathon, since I don't have it all completely set up yet, it'll be set up for Sunday. If you all want to provide me some suggestions for some fun punishments you would like to inflict upon me, you should do so in the stream suggestions channel in the Discord, and I will review them. And just because they're suggested does not mean they will be accepted. Please keep them within reason, okay? But yes. Chachi's just Rudolph. Honestly, Rudolph and I are very, very similar. I'm actually not exaggerating. We are. It's very funny how similar I am to Rudolph. How evil can we get with this? Within reason, nothing that would cause like any actual physical harm to me. Nothing that would get me banned on Twitch. Nothing that would like, cause a problem. I've seen a stream of thoughts on track to kill 10 shadows, but you have the opportunity to change the track so it kills one mod instead. Do you pull the lever? Depends on which chatters and which mod. Selective, I see. Stitch over there like, I will save myself if I am one of those 10 chatters, but if I'm not, well, the shot of soy sauce is still on the table. Oh my god. I mean, yeah, I suppose that is, in fact, a thing you can inflict upon me. But I'm going to be a stun on Jackass. No. Yeah, no, I'll just, like, you'll tell me to shoot myself out of a can. I'll be like, okay, chat, BRB. And then you'll just hear this explosion in the distance, and then you'll see on the news where this old lady blew herself up. Tragic. What about a shot of vanilla extract? I'm gonna have to say no to that, just because of the potential alcohol content, and I am not in a place where I am super comfy getting really tipsy on stream. That's kind of where I would draw the line there in terms of comfort. Maybe down the line, but not right now. Vanilla extract is alcohol. It does have some alcohol in it, yes. People can get drunk off of vanilla. Did you know that? Yeah, it's actually quite intense. Oh, are we learning things in chat today? Yeah. You can get drunk off of vanilla extract. It is true. Yeah, no, Picori's the culinary expert. He'll be able to tell you more about it. It's me, I just thought it was a baking ingredient. Yeah, no. Who says Twitch streams can't be educational? I love that chat is exploding. You make your own vanilla extract with a bottle of vodka and a vanilla bean. You can. I remember in home ec you failed because you put vanilla extract and it's against my religion. Are you serious? That's crazy. When I did home ec, we made cookies. And there was vanilla extract in that, but they had everything pre-measured for us. It was good though. We made snickerdoodles and they were good. They were some dang good cookies. I haven't had a snickerdoodle in ages though. That is wild. But yeah, no. So I will ask. I know a really popular thing is to do like a shot of hot sauce. I'm gonna beg you all no, because unless you want to hear me coughing and wheezing into your ears for straight up like 20 minutes at a time, like I can handle a decent amount of spice, but eventually it just gets genuinely painful, and I'd rather not inflict pain upon myself. Order some bulldog? I do bulldog. I love bulldog. That's not even a punishment. That's a treat for me. Not the super spicy bulldog. Okay, come on now. I'll see Baking Stream win. Oh god. Not like I think it would be very difficult to have that set like actually have a setup to where I can make that work. One day if I'm in a better location one day where I can actually like get things set up and it wouldn't be a hassle to get everything set up, maybe. Slurp ASMR? It's a punishment. I know you're right, but I wanted the bulldog flavor I like, so I mean it's still spicy, but at least I'll like it. Please. ASMR hot sauce edition. That's just gonna come off as oh this is like it's not gonna be charming or enjoyable to anyone. Heck is slurp ASMR? Is slurp ASMR like if I take my drink like right now and I just go and I just like smack my lips into the like mic? Is that it? Like I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Do not take any of this seriously, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. Totally not. You all could convince me to do like anything. Y'all could convince me to do anything. Penalties, not HR nightmares, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. All you need is a straw to 5% full glass. Oh god. I know this is a hobby, but please don't get us banned. I care about you all. I trust you all would not make me do bad things. Look, there's some very sus stuff on Twitch, all right? I don't plan on joining that. I'm dying. I'm not questioning how you know this. Look, if there are people out there that are like legit fans of ASMR, valid. You all are totally valid. I hate that I am not talented at it. But yeah, I'm not. So whatever I end up making, if we ever I love how that like joke goal is now like what we're discussing the most is to like how we even hit it and what it would be. Yeah, the sus stuff's for the people who know what they're doing. That is for the people who that is their talent. That is their content. That is the bag they are choosing to make. That is not me. That is not me. Yeah, I'll get that bag. I'm gonna go over here. Scratch Mike gently ASMR. I don't even think I have like the nails for that. Most people have like really like the tippy tippy tappy tappy nails. I don't think I have the nails for that. HR be acting on behalf of the best interest of the company. I feel seen as tricks people purge. Every kid like making loud slurping noises at some point. That is true. Gently hoot. Hoot, hoot, hoot. No, but like when I was a kid, y'all are gonna laugh. So like my elementary school had we drank our milk that we got with our lunches out of plastic bags. Did anyone else do that? Did anyone else have the bag milk? Am I the only one who had the bag milk? That was a thing. No? Just me? Oh, bag milk! No, I'm not Canadian. But we did have bag milk. And I have heard that Canada also had the bag milk, so I wasn't sure if other people were familiar with the bag milk. Um, so yeah, I had a plastic bag full of milk, and so many kids would like just puncture the straw right through the entire bag, and the milk would go everywhere. And what they would do is then they would just like slurp it up with the straw. It was the loudest, most annoying thing in the world. Yeah, no, guys, I'm serious. I'm serious. The bag milk. It's real. Google it. Google like lunch bag milk. It's real. I'm looking it up like right now. Yes. Okay. Yes. No. So what you will see in the images, I made sure like it's fine. You will see the straws that people used to puncture into these bags of milk, and that's exactly what they looked like. I am not lying. It's real. Bag milk isn't even Canadian. It's only in Sparkletts, Canada, but not gain notoriety. Gain notoriety. Ah, we need bag cooking oils. But how? I I never questioned it. I was just a kid, okay? But like I just remember the kids would like stab their straws through the whole bag, let the milk like pour out, and then they would just slurp it with the straw. You moved to Western Canada, there were no more bags of milk. I need to drink milk in a bag, like right now. Yeah, it was kind of like Capri Sun, yeah. It's like a Minnesota or Michigan thing. I don't know. I don't know. All I do know is that I experienced that as a kid. And like once I got into like middle school, we graduated from bags to like actual bottles, and it was really cool. It was like a whole moment of you have now become a big kid. You may twist the bottle cap and drink the milk from the bottle, the plastic bottle, and you have three whole flavors to choose from. Uh, both regular milk, chocolate milk, and strawberry. And the strawberry was so sweet. It was like a straight up milkshake. I could never handle it, and I love strawberry. I love strawberry flavored things. Okay, what about blueberry milk? Never had it. I have never had it. No, not that now that I think of it, we had something like that here too, but instead of straw, we would bite one side of it. Yeah, no, they wouldn't let us do anything like that. Like I remember the slurping noises so much from elementary school. Like that's when people talk about slurping things with a straw, my brain just immediately like transports myself back to watching kids just like slurp their milk with a straw out of their trays because it went everywhere. The cartons, that was a high school thing for me. So we had like the bags in the bags in elementary, the bottles in middle, and then by the time you got to high school, you now had the milk cartons and a straw. It was exciting stuff. So what was the reason for discussing punishments? Oh, for the donathon that I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to be sharing the graphic in the Discord and on socials as well. I'm doing a donathon, and for every $10 that is donated, be that through like subs or bits or directly through my tipping page or what have you, um, it'll get a spin on the punishment wheel. And if and I was curious what sort of punishments people would want me to perform. So that's how we got on this subject. High school students aren't allowed to slurp bags anymore. I don't know. It was weird. Honestly, like by the time I got to high school, I started packing my lunch a lot more because I'll be honest, the quality of the lunch food really plummeted after a while. Hey, Ghost Buddy! Congratulations on the 1 year in Big Strides already. Thank you so much. So glad that you could stop by and say hello. Just like streaming for 5 minutes sounds like a fun punishment. I would do it. Sure. I will move my model up and then all you will see is leg. Just leg for 5 minutes. Sure. Add that to the list. I would love to be raided into when all they see on the screen is just leg. You can have a toggle where it's just feet. We ain't doing that sort of stream here. You think I want to be so? No. Whoops. Yo. Okay. No. 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 Okay, chat. Okay, chat. Let's be reasonable here. I'm gonna break into a new untapped audience demographic. They're gonna be so disappointed when the leg goes away. Can we compromise at thighs? Get them with the eye candy when they raid during a leg stream. Stick the leggy out. My first mistake was ever expecting Chad to be reasonable. Fair. Y'all, she's not a bucket of chicken from KFC. Yeah, that's Kiwawa. I'm not Kiwawa. That's a different bird. Okay, different bird. Different bird, different expectations. Thigh stream 1 second for boost, 2 seconds for thighs, guys. Guys, y'all are conducting your own poll. Y'all are conducting. I will. I do not see it. I do not see it. I do not see it. Oh my gosh. This is what happens when I'm like, hey, chat, come up with some fun punishment ideas, and y'all just go ham. Corey Pinnett? No. Chat reflects streamer? What type of streamer am I then, guys? Tell me. Cal slides in. Like, no. You all have to go through me. I am the mod. Bird streamer. True. I am Barb. I'm the owl lady streamer that's bound to do a leg stream. It'll be even funnier when I have my 3D model too. So I'm not gonna have. I am gonna try to raise some money for like maybe doing some body tracking with the 3D model. That's like a big like down the line sort of thing, but can we at least get a poll going for left leg or right leg? Y'all. Yeah, leg stream, and it's literally just replacing me with like a bucket of KFC. That's what it'll be. My model goes away, and all you see instead is just like my face on on like a bucket of KFC. Can we at least get a poll going for left versus right leg? How do you expect me to get the right leg on the screen without the left leg also being on the screen? Realistically, I can hide the right leg, but I can't hide the left leg. PNG time. Honestly, I just figured torso, but tiny owl legs. So I'm gonna miss my KFC. Cut my model in half. I'm gonna have to put together something cursed for you guys at this point. I'm gonna like do something like Baba Yaga's house. It's just gonna be like my head on top of these like tiny little legs. It's gonna be horrible. Can help you with some designs. Oh, I see. Put it in the if you're so bold, put it in the art in the art channel in the Discord. I dare you. Show me your vision. Bet. We'll come up with some fun ideas. We'll come up with some fun ideas for sure. I like even you have views and volunteering for it was my own fault. Okay, Fatoris, I gave them a taste of leg at the beginning of this stream when I realized I hadn't shown my entire model before. And once they got the touch of they got the taste of leg, and then it's just all they're gonna think about is leg. Like, oh my god, this owl lady has legs. She walks. She moves. She's not just a floating head. Oh my god. Have my community draw me as a foot. That's beautiful. Honestly, draw me as like a fried chicken leg. Make me a drumstick. That's what I want. That's actual that there we go. There we go. That that's that's the winner. At the price I already have content for next year's. That's that what we're gonna do every year? Am I gonna pull out my PowerPoint again and be like, okay, chat, I have my presentation ready. Here's my very hard like work. Please grade me. A thigh piece, actually. Oh my god. I just add to the PowerPoint each year. It just gets significantly longer and longer. It's a very unique thing. I don't know. I wasn't sure really what to do for a year anniversary stream. And at first I had all these like delusions of grandeur that I would have all these different things that I wanted to get done and like have that chibi model I've been working on done and all this and that. And life decided to life at me so dang hard. And I'm like, you know what? I may not have everything ready for May 1st, but I'm going to make May really, really fun. And if I can do that, I'll feel really good about it. We need a compilation of clips of the year. We got to look at your top clips. I shared the top one, but definitely, like, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of Uma ones. Lots of Uma ones. Plan a lot of things for your anniversaries, but having a PowerPoint with data is just too good. It really does reflect me, doesn't it? It's me. Like I can't get out of that. Like I don't know. I don't want to call it like professional mindset, but it's kind of like, oh, you all are here for me. I'm going to talk about myself now. I'm not very used to that or super comfortable with it. So look at this shiny object I have prepared. Data brained owl. A little bit. Just talk miscellaneous things. Like shiny? I mean, you saw the shiny. I jangled the keys in front of you like 20 minutes ago. Oh, hey! Congrats on getting VIP decks. Congratulations. Nice. What a stream to get it in, too. That being said, if you ever visit Japan again, we expect special presentation with photos of my avatar. Oh my god, absolutely. I want to go back so bad. Whose line is it anyway? Change game during presentation, donating bits, and you have to change what was just said. Oh, that would be fun. That would be fun. We'll definitely have a lot of fun next year too. I want to go back for the Suisse concert. I can't afford to go back for the Suisse concert. I want to see her so bad. If I could ever see her live, I think that like a part of me would die. You all would never see me again because I'd be dead. My soul would leave my body. I would be gone. Did I see the pop-up? Like the pop-up shop? I did not see. Can you see? If link to pop-up shop, please provide. Thank you. Please. I can't afford anything, but I'd like to look at the shiny things I can't afford. Sorry about that. Bad cough. Whew. Like I would say more Suisse merch than she's the only VTuber I really have merch for, high key. I like other VTubers, but Suisse is the one who's won my heart and my wallet. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Fedoras. Anyway. Yeah, no, I have a figure of her, I have multiple standees of her, I have keychains of her. I love her. I would love to get to see her live. She really does inspire me so much. Oh, and thank you for the stretch. Yeah. Oh my god, I think I just felt my neck crack. I'm so old. Where's the body pillow? Too dang expensive. Have you ever seen how expensive those body pillows are? Like high key. And yet you didn't get the Fortnite skin because I don't care. I feel like that meme. Like, I don't care. I'm still not doing my taxes. Like, I don't care who is in Fortnite. I don't think you could make me play Fortnite. It is not the type of game for me. It has never been a game that has appealed to me. I know a lot of people enjoy it. All the more power to them. It ain't my jam. Most expensive part of a body pillow is the innards. Just get the sheet and then put it on what, though? The fun part's getting to snuggle it. Like, body pillows in general, like the really long pillows are just 10 out of 10 snuggle material, okay? Just hang the sheet up like a poster. I do know some people do that. But if I were to go through all of that effort to have a body pillow, I would have the body pillow. I would have it and I would like wrap myself around it like a koala. I would be happy. That would be bliss. When are we getting marketable plushie Alcy? When we could ever fund that sort of thing? I don't know how some VTubers do it, honestly. What I find funny is body pillows are actually useful. They are! Like, I have, like, not, like I don't have anything with, like, any images on it, but I have had, like, really long pillows like that, and they are so comfortable to lay with. Like, I actually just like that style of pillow. It's just very comfortable. You would love an Elsie plushie? Aw. We ask if you who all do you know, Stitch? You are out here with all these connections. I'm always amazed. I clearly do not know how to network. I do not know how to do that. You know a few people? Just a few people? I mean, hey, that's more than I do. I'm getting to know more and more people, which has been really, really fun. I'm like really excited to get the opportunity to do more things. I do want to do some more collabs. I want to try to just do more stuff in general with more people and continue to like spread the love and stretch out like a nice community. Hey, Hazel Spacey, thanks for getting all daily hoot. Appreciate ya. Had deep connections into Mythos for a while. Oh, dang. Thank you for the anniversary wishes, Hazel. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. No, but in like in all actuality, I would love to I'd love to get to do more stuff with more people and get to learn more things this year. I really, really am excited. You're on the cooking show a few times. Oh, cool. That's so neat. I should never be on any cooking show because then you all would see how absolutely terrible at cooking I am. Here's the thing that I haven't really sold myself on, which apparently is supposed to be a charm point, but I am like genuinely, and I know that like you will hear this and you'll be like, nobody actually calls themselves that. But I feel like such a fail girl sometimes. I genuinely do. Like I let things fall behind way too often. I try to do my best and then I clumsily like screw it up so much. It's really pathetic sometimes and all I can do is laugh because beating myself up over it doesn't really do anything, but I impress myself sometimes at how much I have like the best intentions on something. And then despite those best intentions, I flub it up somehow. It's not pathetic, it's a learning experience. I guess that's one way to look at it. I remember I had a few reputations amongst my groups of friends growing up. One was that I was the one who always like somehow would get mystery bruises. Never knew how, never knew why. I also had the uncanny ability to trip over my own feet or just invisible objects in general. It's like I could not walk or keep my balance for the life of me. Me though. I'm glad I'm not alone in this. Like it became something I was like known for because I would just be sitting there and be like, "Oh, where'd this giant like purple bruise on my leg come from? What the heck?" I didn't even remember running into anything and like my friends would look at me and be like, "Of course you have that. Like when do you not have one of those? Like you always have one." Uh It's always in a different place, but you always manage to have a bruise somewhere on your leg. I don't know how you manage it. Um, I've like done crazy slip and falls into like the funniest poses. Like not with like not hurting myself, just managing like to do like a crazy split because I slipped on some rainwater going into a building once. Just dumb stuff like that. I had quite the reputation for being incredibly clumsy, and I think I still am, unfortunately, in a lot of ways, still very clumsy. Tiny ghost, only explanation. That's what I want to believe. To this day, I still manage to like trip on things. So it got to like I got into a habit for a really long time because I felt like I was always tripping on stuff that I would kind of like look down. I would like look down when I walk because I was so afraid that I would like find that like there would be like a little raised part of some pavement or something, and that I would be 2 seconds away from face planting if I wasn't careful. It's the mole people. I just I laugh at myself a lot sometimes because I do fall into the habit, and I think we all kind of do sometimes, right? When you don't necessarily accomplish what you set out to do, and you end up blaming yourself for it, and you end up kind of feeling a little down on yourself. I think the best way to approach it instead is to just laugh. Like, take it in stride and know that, like, you're not doomed to whatever situation you find yourself in. You can continue to try. Things will always get better. Laugh and blame chat. Yeah, just like, honestly, shake it off. Because getting all caught up in your head and thinking, oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, I'm the worst. Oh, like it doesn't help. It doesn't help anything. You're not helping yourself. You're not giving yourself enough credit because you still had those good intentions and you still tried, and that's worth something. Okay? Everything will get better except the economy. Oh, Taurus. Oh, oh no, Cetaphil into a cartoonishly bit. I did. Like it was so the split story is actually really funny. I was in Kyoto at the time and I was traveling with some of my friends and it had just rained, I guess, and I was going into this building and it had automatic doors and I like did like a full-blown split between them into the automatic doors. And I had to kinda, like, just like, my friends are already walking ahead of me, and I'm like, "Wait, hold on, one moment," and they turn around, they look at me, and they're like, "How? How did you get in this position? How did you manage it?" Like, I didn't fall, my one leg just, like, slipped out ahead of me. I couldn't pull it back, it just went, and then there I am, saddled on on the ground in a puddle. It kinda stunk, but because I then had, like, wet pants for the rest of the day. But it was very funny because my friends weren't even concerned. They weren't like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay? Like, are you like, did you hurt yourself?" No. They turned around, they looked at me, and they were like, "How? Just how? How did you do this? How did you manage this?" They eventually helped me up off the ground, but at first they had to make me feel bad about it. As, like, these incredibly polite Japanese people are, like, scooting around me as I am, like, stuck. Like, I'm struggling to get myself back up because everything like, the floor is slick. Yeah, it's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up here. Yeah, no. It was so it was so embarrassing. Oh, yeah, no, they just they just walked around me because here's this foreign lady, like, doing, like, a whole, like, trapeze act, I guess, like, in front of them. And the other foreigners are just looking at her, like, just shaking their heads disparagingly, and it's like, "You know what? We're just not gonna bother with this. We're just gonna scoot on by right now." I was used to that, though. I was often used to people in Japan also not realizing that I understood Japanese, and that always led to, like, some of the most fun, awkward interactions ever. Um, you with Spanish? Yeah, no, fun. I mean, fun for me, kind of embarrassing for them, but still. Like, I'm trying to think of a couple. I think one that I recall is I was on a train and I don't know where I was going, but there were these two high school girls in front of me and they were talking about my makeup. And I had on some eyeliner and they were commenting about, "Oh, so that's how foreigners wear their eyeliner. Oh, it's in like a different part of the eye. That's so interesting. It looks a little weird, but like it doesn't look bad on her, but it would look really weird on us." And I just look at them and I'm just like smiling, like sitting like right across from them, just like, and then I said, "Thank you." And the looks on their faces. It was like they saw a ghost. I got off the next stop, and I don't think that they said anything more. Like, they were, like, dead quiet. They were, like, laughing and, like, dying. Stuff like that is always so fun. I also really felt for a lot of the people who would see me approach and they'd have this look of just apps, especially the further out of like Tokyo and stuff you get. There's less and less people who speak reliable English. And whenever a foreigner would approach, like whenever I would approach people, I would always see this look of dread. And it wasn't that they were afraid of me being foreign. It was more so there was the sense the way I had it explained to me by some of my like Japanese friends was that it isn't that they have an issue with you being foreign. It's that they're afraid that they're going to embarrass themselves because they don't really know how to like talk with you and they don't want to make things awkward. It's that anxiety of having an awkward interaction. And I believe that because as soon as I would approach someone and I would start speaking in Japanese to them, it was like, I don't know, like the sky cleared, the angel chorus came down, like, oh, and they were able to then, like, very much more comfortably interact with me. It was never about me being a foreign woman. It was always about, oh no, I don't know how to do that. My English isn't that good. I'm really worried about like, this foreigner coming up and just rapid fire English at me. and I'm going to feel really, really awkward, not know what to do. Like, I get that too. If I had someone come up to me, rapid fire a language I don't understand at all, I would feel incredibly awkward too, because you want to help, you want to try to answer whatever it is they're coming up to you for. But if you don't really know what they're saying, you feel incredibly like unequipped for it. It's rough. So I get that. I don't begrudge them that at all. Though I did have an old Japanese lady at one point, like, definitely throw the gaijin, not at me, but at like this other group of foreign people who were being like super, super loud and like kind of disruptive. And like then she saw me approaching her and going by, and I gave her a look, and then she gave me a look, and I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep walking by. Don't mind me." It was awkward, but not everybody's like that. Vast majority, like, that was one instance I dealt with stuff like that. Otherwise, everyone was like really, really, really friendly and really helpful. And it did probably help that I had spent a lot of time studying the language and like could converse and get around all right. Was it a visit in Japan? I was actually living and working in Japan at the time. We have to consider Japanese very different than English or Spanish in my case, so it's certainly interesting to learn. It's very difficult. I had been learning it for several years at that point. I will not disclose what, like, I was teaching over there, but I'm not going to disclose what program because I don't want to give away any like work history. But I was working over there, and I was living over there, and I previously studied there as well. I had been trained. I had been trained in speaking, and I was working with a company. So always find it funny that even locals struggle with kanji. Yeah, that honestly made me feel a lot better with my struggles with it. Because honestly, it's so hard, and I've lost so much because I'm not immersed in it anymore. So I struggle a lot with stuff that I'll see, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I knew what that meant at one point in my life. I know for a fact I knew what this meant." And then I'm like desperately trying to find like the furigana and like trying to remember how it was pronounced and then trying to put it together, and it's a mess. But yeah. But it was nice. It was a really great experience. I was over there for several years and I loved it. Both for study and for work. It was really, really cool. I really enjoyed it. The phrase "if you don't use it" is so true with languages. It really is. Studied for years, spent 7 years teaching in Japan. It was interesting, very eye opening. Oh wow, 7! Holy cow! Yeah, no, I studied for a year. I was not over there for that long working, but yeah, you learn a lot. Japanese is unfortunately one of the languages I didn't end up learning for work. Ah, man. You only need to know like relatively small amount to get by. I mean, I guess it depends on what you're trying to do, what will be actually super relevant to you. And it is good to know like certain things like, danger or stop. Gotta go to sleep. Big work day tomorrow. Happy 1 year anniversary. Thank you so much, Def. I appreciate you stopping by and hanging out. I really, really do. Yeah, no, it was a very eye-opening experience for me too to be over there. I really enjoyed it. I had to learn Spanish, Italian, French, German, Dutch, a small amount of Portuguese. Also did a bit of Chinese and Korean. Holy cow! Holy moly! That is wild. That is crazy. I am struggling right now. The language I'm trying to learn is French, and I am not good at it. But I need to get up on it. Because I like learning languages. I find languages to be fascinating. I love getting to learn different things about different cultures and different places. It's something that like I've always been fascinated in, and I've always wanted to do a lot more travel. That's something that has always been that's been like a goal of mine, is to try to travel more and see more places. So I definitely want to try to like learn more languages, at least on a conversational level, so that I can get around easier. Program caught a lot of the foreign-born workers. Many spent years in Japan learning zero Japanese, and depending on people like you, that would drive me insane. I had to work for a scuba diving company and proofread copy for websites in all those languages. That's crazy. I'm just really close to Spanish, so if you can grasp the basics of that, you can speak both. So, funny fact, I took Spanish classes throughout most of like my middle and high school because it was like one of those languages that was like always offered, right? And because I had already started learning it in middle, I decided, okay, I'll keep learning it in high school. But the thing was, we didn't actually progress in learning the language like at all. Like the people who were teaching it were just kind of there to collect their paycheck. No offense to them, but like I actually had a teacher straight up say that at one point. Like, I don't care if you learn this language. I'm just here to get my paycheck. And it kind of stunk because it meant that I spent like a lot of the time learning the same like 20 vocabulary words over and over again. I would have liked to have learned more. For a lot of people insane, it's why we have weird high school vibe. Oh, geez, that would drive me nuts. French is really, that's how I felt both Japanese and Spanish. Only complete with French says never pronounced as written. That is true. That's why I'm trying to focus on learning primarily like auditory and like speaking, and kind of treating the written language as a secondary learning point, which probably isn't the smartest way, but I'm trying different approaches to it. The letters are suggestions. Funny because I tried learning Vietnamese when I was younger, but it didn't stick at all. And it's wild too, because you would think that, like, there are studies that show that languages are easier to learn when you're much younger. Your brain like absorbs language much more effectively when you're younger. And yet so much of our language learning in schools and stuff tends to be when you're older. And I don't really understand that. What is my learning method? I tried learning Japanese for a bit, but I didn't get very far. So the way that I was taught, I actually took classes. Was first we focused on basic pronunciation, so like the basics of the alphabet. Then we looked at the basics for like hiragana and katakana. And then we started basically putting together some vocabulary, some basic sentence structure. And once I got to a place where I could start to write my own like ideas and things, I went into a complete immersion program. That's what I spent my year abroad doing, was being completely immersed in the language, and that helped a lot. It was also very, very difficult. One of the most difficult things I've ever had to do. Um, but it definitely like made things start to click for me. There's some countries that'll laugh at you if you speak a certain way. That always gets to me. Like, as someone who has struggled with learning language, like, I'm gonna be honest, Japanese did not click with me at first at all. I remember my teacher when I came back from abroad and I spoke with her for the first time. She broke down into tears because for the first time she could hear me speaking confidently and actually speaking clearly when I had been struggling with that so much. And it meant the world. Like, I was just so happy to be able to show that all of that time and effort we'd spent had been worth it. But yeah, no, like language learning's rough. Also, I'm gonna like take 1 second. I am feeling kind of stuffy at the moment. Just let me like cough real quick. I don't want to cough. All right, there we go. University I was at prided itself in Japanese and English education and flew in Harvard Japanese professors for a 3-week intensive summer program that got thrown into an immersion program. The immersion program actually had no money and depended on university's money to keep it semi afloat. Oh, geez. I was lucky. I was lucky to get to do what I did. I worked really, really hard for it. My teachers actually would stay with me one on one because I was so dedicated to try to learn, but I was so frustrated at how I was struggling so much. I had flashcards, I had everything. I was trying to drill it into my head, but it wasn't sticking, and I didn't understand why. And I went to the professors because it was like, look, I really want to try to understand this. I want to have the opportunity to get to learn this. I had dreamed of going to Japan ever since I was a little kid, and I wanted to make that dream a reality so, so bad. And I knew I wasn't going to be able to get into any sort of program or get to do like any sort of like cool thing if I didn't have the chops to show that I could handle it, right? And so they stuck with me through thick and thin. And after a lot of trial and error and a lot of grueling like self-testing and stuff, like stuff that wasn't even like a part of my curriculum, I was able to get to study. And that completely changed my trajectory. It was great. It felt good to feel like, that hard work was finally rewarded somehow, and I got to see my dream through, and I was really happy about it. And I guess a lot of that also kind of applies to how I've been approaching streaming too. Like I was really anxious about it. I was really like not sure how to approach it at first. It was like a thing that I kept saying I was going to do for years. I kept saying, I want to stream. Streaming would be fun. I like playing games and I like hanging out with people. But what if I'm not good enough? What if I just am not very entertaining and nobody wants to like drop by? What if I'm wasting my time? And then you decide to overcome always wins out over your anxiety, and I'm really proud of you for that. Oh, thank you, Cal. The anxiety has definitely been something I've been trying to conquer over time. The fear of failure, I think, is something that everybody can relate to on some level. And conquering that fear is by recognizing that failure is just a stepping stone on the way towards your own success. And that I realized, even in short term, and you going so much. Oh, thanks, Stitch. Thank you. I want to keep growing. I want to keep working hard and learning new things and having greater confidence in myself and being able to give all of what I've been able to learn and do back to you all because you all have helped motivate me so much in continuing this journey and continuing to learn. I realized after a while what really finally made me just decide to just say, dang it, okay, fine, we stream, we go. Just like Corone says, have confidence. Yes. I think what really made that switch, because I know I've talked about it a little bit, that like I was struggling there for a long time and in wanting to stream it, never doing it. I think what finally made me do it is I had reached kind of like a wall creatively and just emotionally. I felt like I wasn't sure what sort of outlet I needed. I felt anxious, I felt weird, I felt out of place. And then I decided, you know what? I keep talking about wanting to stream and I keep holding myself back. What if I just do it? Who cares if nobody shows up? Who cares if I'm just streaming to maybe like two of my closest friends for months on end? If I'm having fun, if I'm getting to express myself and do something fun and I feel good about it, I should be proud of myself for that. And I should be, and like, that's enough for me. And then I was able to accomplish that. And that was really like I kind of already accomplished that goal really quickly. And then what I realized over time was that what was motivating me more and more wasn't this idea of overcoming some sort of anxiety or wanting to prove something to myself, but it was wanting to continue to, like, I think like what Helios said earlier in the stream, like spread joy, bring people happiness, become a place where people are comfortable and happy and can hang out and have a good time. To make the time that you choose to spend with me time that feels worthwhile. And that has continued to motivate me and make me so excited for all the stuff that we get to do together. And now it's less about what I'm trying to do for myself and more about what I want all of us to be able to accomplish as a community. You know what I mean? I know that sounds like really cheesy, but it's the honest truth. Yeah, I've been having a whole conversation about like different types of Spanish. I'm sorry that like my brain kind of left the building while you all were talking about that. I'll sure come together real hoot strong or what sort of outlet. Yeah, no. I am fascinated by the different types of Spanish. I actually am not very familiar with the different types of Spanish, so I'm learning things from you guys going back and reading through all that. But yeah, no, I think that that's why this 1 year anniversary, I was so anxious about it at first. But, and I still get anxious. Like even tonight, I was anxious, but I'm glad that I decided to put together a silly PowerPoint presentation. And I'm glad that I'm getting to just kind of hang out with you guys. It's really nice. It makes me really happy. Honestly, I've seen you walk a long way since you started VTube. I'm happy to be part of that trip. Thank you, Fatoris. Like, I'm happy that you all are here. Again, like, y'all don't have to take time out of your day to spend it with me, but the fact that you are means so much, you know? Thank you for the head pat stacks. I don't take that for granted. Like, not in any capacity. Never be the allegation of hive mind. Because clearly I'm a bee tuber. I'm a bee VTuber now, not an owl, according to you guys. So that's what you all are gonna be. That's your new fan name, is the hive mind. The bees. Just forced to be here. Picori, that you missed out on how we've already dedicated next April Fools to being a full B stream. If we can keep the joke going for a full year, I will do a B stream. Pure B. Albina. Yeah, I will become Albina. With full on bzz ASMR. That's what we need. But yeah, no. Now we have to hit that stretch goal. You do. The truth. In all seriousness, like I have the timer up on the donathon for the sake of the punishment wheel because I'm not gonna be able to keep that thing up forever. But beyond that, if people are continuing to contribute, I will be putting that aside, and then we'll be able. I will consider the stretch goals as a part of it. So we can reach B's if we really wanna. Hey there, Big Sheepa. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Peeta's softly buzzing at her mic. You guys are. What even started the bee stuff? Is it because I joked that the ASMR, or like, who joked with me? It was a joke that I was even making beforehand, but like, I guess someone in chat also joked that, like, for the ASMR stretch goal for it. Stitch, was it you? Yeah, the bee movie, like ASMR. At this point, I'm dedicated to it. Yep. Okay. Bee movie is a sentiment. It's just an ever present thing. I will absolutely do that though, actually, and you all can enjoy it with me. It'll be so stupid and silly, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. If we can reach it. I would be shocked. I have that as a stretch goal for a reason. um B movie holds a special place in our hearts. Why? I'm curious why. My friend has last job test code for project using the B movie script to help test his code. So instead of like lorem ipsum, he just put in like the B movie script. I think we started joking because at one point the Donathon was chat choosing movie. Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, we'll definitely need to choose a movie for the Discord movie night if we reach that. I would like to reach that. That would be fun. I would probably pick a night that isn't a stream night, and then we would probably get to chill, vibe, watch a film, watch a fun film. The Goofy movie? Oh my god. If there were a way, yeah, no, absolutely. I would watch that in a hot I would watch that in a heartbeat. I actually love that movie. I'm old. Okay? So yeah, you throw the 90s nostalgia at me, I'm going to lap it up. I'm going to be like, "Yes, delicious. Absolutely. Give me that nostalgia bait." The Final Fantasy movie? Which one? There are I hate to admit it, but there are multiples. Specifically the one when Goofy went back to college, that would be an extremely goofy movie, which is the sequel. The Spirits Within? Okay, yeah, y'all want to do that instead of Advent Children? 20 years ago, you mean the 90s, right? Right? I hate to say that that was more than 20 years ago. Goofy movie's not that old. I hate to break it to you, Broken Rock. Let me just cough out some dust real quick. It's getting there. Spirits Within was the movie we thought would end any possibility of something like Advent Children. That's true. I had Advent Children on DVD, and I also had Spirits Within on DVD. I think they just gave it with alongside Advent Children for free or something. I don't know. I got like a dual pack or something like that. Oh, good grief. Have I watched the Triplets cartoon? It might have been called something different here, but maybe? Goofy Movie's 31 years old. Yeah. Yeah. Twist the knife. Twist the knife. Oh, my achy breaky back. I'm dying. Yeah, y'all got to get used to the fact that I am just like Queen Hag over here, okay? You're gonna like say, "Hey, want to watch this thing from like the 90s?" And I'm gonna be like, "Oh my god, my childhood." Cartoon test time. Little boy named Presley found a secret out this year. He thought he was once a pharaoh when Egyptians ruled the world. Now some sorcerer named Scarab is trying to get him to. Oh, I remember. Okay, I can visualize this in my head. Yeah, I just can't remember the name of it. I can't remember the name of it, but I know exactly what cartoon you're talking about. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's the thing that I'm also terrible about is I'm good with visuals, but I'm terrible with names. Like it's the same with like faces and names. I can recognize someone from like ages ago. Like their face is so familiar to me. But names, I'm so bad with names. I will just discount gargoyles. I'm wanting to rewatch like some old cartoons at some point just for fun. Gargoyles mentioned. Gargoyles was good. It really stood out on the time slot that it was on. Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg, lasers, race cars, airplanes. It's a duck blur. I like Tailspin. I think that's right. Tailspin, right? Or DuckTales. That's DuckTales. That's DuckTales. Sorry, I got DuckTales and Tailspin backwards. Hey, Fire Giant. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Hope you had a good stream. Hope Aelin Tail Tavern was fun. You're doing well. Thank you for the 1 year anniversary. I'm gonna accidentally very narrowly date myself with a reference one day. Oh, I'm probably sure I've done that before, but yeah. No, sorry I got DuckTales and Tailspin like backwards. My brain does its best, okay? It does its best to screw up. I'm not very good at remembering like theme songs either. I will warn you. But I remember watching like Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. I remember watching the flipping Gummy Bears cartoon. Does anyone else remember the Gummy Bears cartoon? The fact that there was one? You do? Okay. The what? Asks Picori. You see, Picori, at one point, gummy bears were not just a delicious snack. Doing good stream is good. May's gonna be very busy. Oh, well, I hope it goes well. If you need to do any post-stream care, by the way, Fire Giant, like, please feel free. Take care of yourself, okay? I really do appreciate you rating in. I just remember the theme. Am I getting weirdly traumatized by the comedy horror show Tales of the Crypt Keeper? Me too. The Crypt Keeper used to scare the crap out of me. And Goosebumps? Y'all watch Goosebumps? I remember being terrified of that crap. Really forgot about the Gummy Bear cartoon. I feel like the only reason people might like slightly remember it is I think I haven't actually watched the was it Ted who like did like the Gummy Bear song or something, and it was in the TV show or the movie. I honestly don't even remember at this point. Are you afraid of the dark was scary with the hospital vampire episode? I don't remember what episodes exactly used to terrify me. I remember the mask one did when I was a kid. Like you put on the Halloween mask and it would like change your face into like the scary mask, and I was like, "Oh my god." Did I see the purple ooze doll from Ghost Rider? I don't remember that. I may have blocked it out of my brain, to be honest with you. Thanks for the daily fire giant and the hydrate and the stretch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I only remember Pinball Mall Clown episode, but I don't know if those Goosebumps are Afraid of the Dark. I can't remember everything off the top of my head. I just remember I used to watch those as a kid, and I would get spooked. And to this day, I can't handle most horror movies or horror games. My little anxious heart goes through the roof. Kids solve crime with a ghost that would take words from books and only the kids could see it. Ah. Yeah, no, I remember a few different ones. I remember the excuse me. Ah, PBS. Yes, I remember those. I remember those shows. I watched all sorts of random stuff. Wishbone. Yes, the dog. I remember the dog. Girl turns into sentient goo and has electric powers. I don't remember that. I remember the one with Slappy, the the dummy. I remember the one where the kid turns into a dog? Question mark? Trying to remember if any other ones like stand out in my memory, but like the further back I go, I'm digging right now and I'm not thinking about it a lot. Did I see the Roald Dahl movie, The Witches? Yes, I did. The nightmares I had from the witches revealing themselves in the last few minutes of that film meant that I did not watch that film ever again. I know they did like a modern remake of it, and I haven't seen that either, and I have no interest in it. I'll be honest. I'm like, I don't want to relive those memories. Thank you. Have a good day. Like, kudos to the effects and makeup people. You truly managed to traumatize many children. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy like actually in general just how many things how impressive the practical effects were in a lot of these old like kids movies and TV shows. And how like I'm gonna sound like so boomer when I say this, but like how a lot of that stuff just would not fly today. Like I feel like so much of that would get neutered down because people are afraid of like letting things be too scary for a lot of the young audiences, and I kind of don't blame them. I'm gonna be honest with you. I see Bobby's World, Howie Mandel. I I know Howie Mandel was in it. I don't remember watching a lot of it. But yes, I do recall that he was in it. And now when I think of Howie Mandel, I just imagine him as a judge on America's Got Talent. And that's it. Like, that's all I can associate him with. But yeah, man, I'm dating myself like left and right tonight. But you all already knew that I was old. Wild thornberries. I do remember that. I do remember that. Also, hold on one second again. I have to cough really badly. Like I keep taking a drink and it keeps going down wrong. Don Bluth had a good bit on that where you can show adult themes and kid shows as long as the ending is happy. I believe that. I also loved so many of Don Bluth's movies. Like, not all of them were winners, but I remember loving a lot of them. Like, ah man. And I was also kind of that weird like little girl who also was into stuff that I would probably hear argued was not really tailored towards me as the target audience. Like I was such a big Power Rangers fan as a kid. I dressed up as the Red Ranger for Halloween because they didn't have the pink or yellow Ranger costumes available, and I didn't care. I watched the movie, like the movie that has not aged well at all. Um on repeat. I wore out that VHS tape, man. And I loved it. Oh, yeah, no, I was really into it as a kid. Eventually, I was kind of encouraged to, "That's not really for little girls." So, like, instead, my brain then zoomed over to Sailor Moon, which was basically kind of like the same thing in my brain, but, like, I guess it was more acceptable, right? So then I was really into Sailor Moon. And I had the first few episodes of Sailor Moon on VHS and watched all the movies and was obsessed with it. All I remember from Power Rangers was the excessive explosions, and thank God for it. Now that I'm like like getting older, like I can appreciate more like some of the like Super Sentai roots of it all and all of that, and I think it's just fun. I love me some fun romps. The sillier the practical effects, the better. The more in your face and like goofy it is, the more I love it. I watched Cardcaptors 'cause Cardcaptor Sakura was too girly for a male audience. Yeah, no, I kinda hate that so much of things like that was like like, "Oh, you should watch this. This is more appropriate for, like, little girls or little boys." But I was like, "I love Pokemon. I love Digimon. I loved that stuff as a kid, like, so much." Um, Ninja Turtles were also always really cool. I wasn't as into them as other things because I guess that the marketing was very effective in trying to like look at me and say this isn't for you. So I had like a lot of like guy friends who were super into Ninja Turtles, but I was like kind of into it by osmosis, but not to the same extent that I was into other properties. Remember Escaflowne was canceled and Fox Kids still aired on YTV in Canada? Canada had some like way different stuff, I think. Have I seen the live action Ninja Turtle movies? I have not actually, and I would like to because I know that those are like classics. I really would like to. I've seen clips and that's about it. I've never actually sat down and watched the film from beginning any of the films from beginning to end. Per they're actually not terrible. Yeah, I haven't seen them, so I haven't really heard much. But I end up watching like a lot of stuff. I think recently I have been pulled into Gundam as a series. How many Gundam series have I watched now? I actually don't know. A lot. A lot. That has been like a new series that I've been indoctrinated into. Like from the very beginning to the very end, like to some of the more recent and more modern like series. Only Gundam I watch in college was Iron Blood Orphans and Wreck Me. I watched that. I've seen that. It was very good. It also wrecked me too. I cried. I cried multiple times. And that's when I realized, oh shit, this is gonna be real good. Only seen Double O. Also good. I have seen shoot. Um how many have I seen? I need to pull them up. I need to pull them all up. Hold up. I need to pull up a list. I have seen the original Mobile Suit Gundam, Zeta Gundam, Double Zeta, Char's Counterattack movie. I have seen G Gundam, which was hilarious, by the way, loved it. The 8th MS team. I did not watch Gundam Wing, weirdly enough. Turn A Gundam, Double O. I know I saw Double O. And I've watched Iron Blooded Orphans, Witch from Mercury, and G-Quux. Those are all of like when I say I've watched a lot, I'm not joking. You like Tintin? I do like Tintin. I don't remember much from the show, but I remember watching the movie and I loved the movie. The movie was actually really good and the animation was fabulous. The movie was good. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I used to read the comics. I didn't even know that there were comics. Now, right now, the anime I'm currently keeping up with Witch Hat Atelier, which I have loved so far. Inject it into my veins. It is so good. Witch Hat is so good. Oh my god, if you are not watching it, you are doing yourself a disservice. It is it is like one of the most beautiful animations I have seen ever, bar none. It is gorgeous. I have not watched Asterix or Obelix, I'm afraid to say. Every animated Tintin show movie, etc., is based on the comics 1-1. Oh, wow, okay. But yeah, no, I have been watching Witch Hat. Definitely recommend that. What else have I watched here recently that I would recommend to you guys? Oh, actually, hold on. Here's a fun anime that like kind of fell under the radar that I would recommend to you guys. Speaking of like Super Sentai stuff. Uh if you have not watched Tojima Wants to Be a Common Writer, that is such a fun romp of an anime. I was laughing my ass off throughout the entirety of it. Watch it. It's really funny. It's really good. Slime is back, so I'm waiting for that to finish. I love watching all sorts of random stuff that's airing. Xeno's an owl of culture as well. I'm just not out here being an anime owl on the internet without like having stuff to rep, okay? I ain't out here being fake. Like I hear that all the time where people are like, "Oh my gosh, so many VTubers like they're an anime girl on the internet, but they don't actually watch anime or like really care about it." And I'm like, "That's so weird. Why would you choose to do that?" Why would you want to be like a part of a culture that you don't even really like? That's just an odd choice. I'm really happy for Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You anime. I have not heard of that. But I see the anime Roxy fan. I have not. Y'all should give me some recs in the Discord, please, because I will watch stuff. I watch a lot of different things. Like, definitely give me recommendations. Like, it doesn't have to be like a particular genre. Like, I'm open to so many different genres. It doesn't have to be like all slice of life. It doesn't have to all be like whatever. Like, I'm just now like throwing my entire brain into the Gundam like series. So, and I have seen Evangelion, and I'm very excited for the 14 crossover with Ava that got announced for Final Fantasy 14 and Ava. Oh my god, the noises I made. I think I mentioned it to you guys on another stream, but like when that got announced for FanFest, I was like slamming my table. I was like going, "Oh my god. Oh my god." The high school girls playing Street Fighter anime looks hilarious. Oh, I've seen previews for that. That looks really funny. I haven't seen Big O yet. I need to watch Big O. Big O is one I need to see at some point. Have I seen the daily life of high school boys? I haven't. The 14 Jollibee collab. I am gonna. We need to talk about that. I need to talk to Square. I need to look at them. I'm gonna be like, hey, can we stop with these collabs that are with these very niche locations for the majority of people who do not have access? Come on. And I'm really sad because Jollibee looks so yummy, but it's not easily accessible for me. Do I play 14? I do. I've actually played 14 since Heaven's Word. I am an old hand at the game. But I've taken breaks here and there. Do I want the emote? I'd murder someone for the emote, actually. I want that chicken. I need I need to be out here eating a bucket of fried chicken. Oh, DMN, you don't have to do that. Unless you really want Jollibee. Which if you did, I wouldn't blame you because it looks good. I wish I had one near me. I think originally though this emote for 14 wasn't it for like a KFC collab like in Japan or something, and I'm just like, why? The closest one is an hour away. That's the problem with so many different ones though. Like, right? Like people are having to drive like an hour or more out to get it. And it's like, A, not everyone's in a position where they can do that. B, like, why would I be driving that far for a fried chicken? Come on. I just want to talk. I just want to talk. 14 team, y'all are great. Appreciate you all. Appreciate everything you do. Can you please pick some less niche chains for the North American collapse? Please. I remember when the Butterfinger collab was a thing. And that was actually nice because you could get Butterfingers basically everywhere. But what sucked is that I think it was just in the States that they were doing that. So I remember having to help out some Canadian friends by buying like so many flipping Butterfingers to try to help them get the mount for that collab. Yeah, the Butterfingers Corpiker. Yeah, Picori is definitely yeah, one of the guilty parties for that. So many flipping Butterfingers. I ended up giving them out to other people because I was like, I am not eating these. This is too much candy. It's not even close to Halloween. Please just take these from me. You like Butterfingers? Here you go. Mel's already has the market on Pokemon. I remember, okay, like, again, gonna age myself again. Does anyone remember when the Pokemon movie was a thing and like Burger King had like the Pokemon collab and you could get like the gold like Pokemon cards in the Pokeballs? Oh my god, I think I have one somewhere. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I think that's the only is that the only time Pokemon's worked with Burger King? I don't remember. I see the gold cards on a weekly basis. Was that for 2000 or was it for the original film? I don't recall. I love 2000 though. I got like I got an ocarina and learned how to play Lugia's theme on it when I was like in college. Working in Pokemon paper cards too. They have uncut sheets too. Oh wow. You think it was for 2000? I Okay, so the really funny thing about Yu-Gi-Oh, I watched Yu-Gi-Oh, I watched the 4 Kids dub of Yu-Gi-Oh! A. And I didn't get that far into it, and I collected a few cards because I thought it was fun and cool. It didn't grip me the same way Pokemon and Digimon did in the same way, and I never learned how to play the game. I never learned how to play the game. The dub has some great moments. It certainly does. I've gone back and seen where people have done highlights of the dub, and I have laughed so hard. Honestly, early anime dubbing is truly something so special. Like, you got like, that was the Wild West, you know? Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged was hilarious, and I'm gonna be honest with you, after a point, it started to meld in my brain with the original dub, and I started to basically think of them like the same thing. Are we talking Ghost Stories dub now? That's a good example of the Wild West, and yes, I have seen that dub, and yes, it is it is really, something, isn't it? I remember, when one of my friends and I went to a con, she ended up finding the Ghost Stories dub, as, like, a DVD set, and she bought it, and that's, like, all we watched in our hotel room during that con, laughing our asses off. Can we watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged instead of a movie? We'll put it to a vote, we'll put it to a vote. Anime's bad, studios that do whatever. It really was the Wild West, though, back in the early days of anime dubbing. Like, you can just see where they weren't as concerned with accuracy, I guess, as much. And, like, look, as someone who has done some translation work, translating Japanese to English is hard, okay? I do not really, like, besmudge the localizers. That is hard work. There are certain things that you can say in Japanese that just don't really have much of an English equivalent. And so all I remember from Ghost Stories is these pajamas make me gay. It is very, yeah. Yeah, no, it's definitely a lot of that dub is very offensive. I laugh at it for the time that it came out because it's just kind of wild that it even exists. But it's definitely a product of its time. Definitely a product of its time. And yeah, no, like they would just say the wildest shit in that dub. But like a lot of dubs, even if they weren't like going for that sort of shock factor, if they weren't going just completely like off the wall into doing something just whatever they wanted, just like completely ad-libbing it, I feel like there was a lot more flexibility in older dubs, and you can definitely feel it for better or for worse because you end up with some very memorable moments. But then with like modern dubbing too, though, you get some incredible performances too that I feel like were a lot rarer in the earlier days because things were kind of like a little stilted and awkward. And you only had so many people that were doing voices and the voice direction. We're not really sure what we want to do with this. We just want to try to match the mouth flaps so we have a little bit of leeway. Nowadays, we're doing stuff, we're releasing stuff where like the dubs are coming out alongside the original voiced episodes. Like they're doing it at the same time. Like these things are happening in tandem. It's crazy. Back to all according to Keikaku. Keikaku means plan. Yeah, no, we're not doing like as much of the fan subs anymore, fan translations. It's crazy. Have I seen 50% off free abridged? I've seen some of it. I actually didn't really watch free. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never really got into the sports anime hype. I didn't get into Free, I didn't get into Haikyuu. I don't know why. Those things just never really like hit me. And then Weirdly enough, I would say Uma Musume is like the first like genuine sports anime that has actually like taken me by the throat and just like shoved me into a locker. I've heard Haikyuu's really good. I just never got into it. Like it was just never because what I was exposed to primarily was mainly just other like female anime fans primarily just thirsting over the male characters, and I was just like, okay, but is that all there is to it? Is that all we're doing? Like they never actually tried to sell me on the plot once. He never told me, "Hey, Elsie, you'll really like this for the plot. Like, it's a really good, like really like strong characterization." And I didn't realize I was ace for the longest time, and honestly, I really should have at that point. Because I like I would have characters shoved at me, and then it would be like, "Oh yeah, no, like just look at the character," and it's like, okay, but what else? What else is there? Living in Japan, a ton of anime came out. Never really got back into it. I was living the slice of life anime. I didn't really watch a lot of anime when I was in Japan, ironically, either. I think the only one that I really was addicted to, and I'm gonna be so honest, was Love Live. That that series like saved me in a weird way. I needed something good and positive and lighthearted and simple fun in my life so bad, and it just like happened to exist, and then I got really into it, and I think it's because of that I ended up getting gripped by Uma Musume so quickly. People don't there's an IQ, we do it for the plot. I mean, I've heard good things about it. I've just never gotten around to actually watching it. Hokkaido Girls in the dub gave them a Wisconsin accent? Interesting. Interesting choices. Watch older things with a lot of younger foreign workers trying to get into anime, but that's it. I see. Yeah, no, I was already knee deep into just enjoying a lot of different like things in anime culture, and I guess I was just like I wasn't like full on like foreigner otaku here to like think everything was like my Japanese animes or anything like that. When I was over there, I had studied a lot about the language and the culture. I just also happened to really enjoy a lot of the multimedia too, and I got to see a lot of cool stuff in theaters, which was really neat. I remember getting to see the Madoka Magica anime movie in theaters, and that was a really, really cool experience. I love Madoka Magica. I love me some magical girl anime. I like magical girl, I like mecha, I like a lot of stuff. I'm multifaceted. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed getting to see a lot of stuff. And I still watch a lot of stuff. I try to keep up with some series. Like right now, the one that I'm keeping up with weekly is primarily Witch Hat. And unfortunately, I gotta wait another 600 flipping years for Steel Ball Run to come out again. Netflix, when I get my hands on you. Thought I studied first before working helped in Japan, but I'm more realistic wide-eyed nerd. Yeah, exactly. Having actually studied and like understood a lot more of the culture and the history and the language really does like change your perspective overall. It really does make like actually being there feel more like a real lived experience as opposed to just like, oh, this is like a vacation and I'm getting to be surrounded by all the stuff that I like. Oh, how cool. They just released the Chainsaw Man Reze movie on Crunchyroll. I got to see that in theaters. I loved it. Never seen JoJo's. Is that fandom okay? It's fabulous. You should watch it. I will absolutely advocate for it. I mean, the fandom's fun. I've never had a bad time with the fandom. I've never had a bad time with the fandom. I think it's great. It's fun. It's so fun. You should watch it. You all should watch it. It's so good. It's so like I'm gonna be honest. If you enjoy a fun romp, which I do, I am a big fan of a fun romp. Um, I couldn't get into it. It was too weird for me. That's kind of the point. And that's why I loved it. I love kind of like weird out there stuff. I'm also the person who loves like purposefully bad movies, but I don't think they're on the same wavelength. The thing with JoJo's is that it is weird, and that's kind of the point. The fact that you can never predict what is ever going to happen and it continually throws really random crap at you is the entire point of it. But I always had a lot of fun with it. I always had a ton of fun with it, and I've always really enjoyed it, and I'm really excited for the new series coming out. It's just fun. To me, it's just fun. Um, my favorite parts are probably 4 and 6 for right now. We'll see how 7 goes. I'm anime only. I haven't actually gone back and read all the manga, but I should. But it's a lot of fun. I really like it. And I think what also makes me appreciate it is just how like big of an impact it had on the medium as a whole. So many things you don't realize are drawn from it. It's kind of wild. Once you actually see like where a lot of things kind of originated with JoJo is kind of like the blueprint. It's wild to me. Came for JoJo Lands just for Dragona. You still haven't watched One Piece? Okay, I read a decent amount of One Piece. I watched a decent bit, but like with the anime that are like that. Okay, so like the big ones like One Piece, Naruto, stuff like that. It gets to a point where these major series were coming out at a time where the mangas were still ongoing, and so many of them suffer from bloat, massive amounts of filler, and they're so huge that it takes so long to get through them. I haven't been able to get through all of them. Like I watched Naruto a lot as a kid. Um Still didn't completely finish it. I watched the live action was like I prefer this over 1,000 episodes. I still have to watch the live action One Piece. I'm really curious about it. I know that like Oda supposedly like did a lot with it. And that's really cool. I think that's neat. But I don't have a lot of strong feelings towards it. It's not like something that I grew up with in the way that like I did watch it when I was young and I watched it with that horrible Four Kids rap opening and everything. Okay. But it was never something that really stuck with me but because it was also coming out like back in the olden days of yore where like you were lucky to catch what episodes you could. And I think that's also why filler was very frequent and you could get away with it a lot over here in the States because like you tuned in for an episode, maybe you missed last week's. Who's to say? Took me about 4 months to catch up with One Piece. Yeah, no, I don't think I have that time. I'm not that dedicated to it. Like, it seems cool. It seems like a lot of fun. I know some people, I have friends who love it and are big, huge fans of it. But it's just one of those things where, like, if I have to look at a guide to see what episodes to skip, my interest has dwindled quite a bit. The Dragon Ball Z rap, the Yu-Gi-Oh rap, the Sonic rap, oh, the 90s. Oh, everything had a rap. The only acceptable rap to me to this day that I still think like holds strong is the Pokemon rap, and you can like I still love that. I still I think it's flawless. I love it with my whole heart. But everything had to have rap, didn't it? That was just the time. It is a work of art. It really is. And I love that like the Pokemon rap was in like different languages too. I love that. I love that so much. It's great because, like, you can mention it and, like, you'll have people from all over the place be like, "Oh my gosh, I remember that thing." It wasn't just something that, like, one group of people, like, experienced. It was just a part of the time. Yeah, no. I, uh I would say out of like the really big old anime, the only one I actually ended up getting through, and it was again with a group of friends, and we had a guide on what episodes to skip. I think it was Bleach we got through. Yeah. And that was another one that I'd like never actually really watched before. That was all right. I liked it. Um I remember watching the original Dragon Ball and some Dragon Ball Z, but like bits and pieces because it was whatever was on TV. I've heard Bleach is a better read. That is what I have heard, and also multiple friends of mine have confirmed that to be the case. A lot of liberties were taken. So we'd watch an episode and then it would be like, okay, so like here you go. Here's here's how this was different. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, no, that's what I've heard and understood as well. I've just never gotten around to reading it. And let's see, what else? What else? What other things have I watched of late? Just watched OG Dragon Ball for the first time last year, working my way through DBZ now. I there are two arcs that I remember watching of Dragon Ball Z as a kid. And it was the Cell arc and the Boo arc, and that's it. That is like the only things I remember. I barely remember Frieza. Like, I think maybe I caught the tail end of that, but that was about it. Oh my goodness! Hello, Raiders! Welcome in! Thank you so much for the raid, Cinnamon Clown. Appreciate you bringing your community in. Hello, hello! How was your stream? How was Bunny Garden 2? Were you having fun? Welcome in! Welcome in! Welcome in! For those who do not know me, my name is Alcina Strix. I'm an LVTuber. I'm celebrating my 1 year of streaming tonight. I'm just hanging out with chat. We were just talking about like recent anime and stuff we've been watching and stuff people recommend. Lots of fun. Good to hear. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for rating in. Really appreciate it. If you need to do any post-stream care, by the way, please do take care of yourself. So happy to have you here. Hope that you all are having a good Friday. Good Friday night. Ah, thank you for the follow, Jeff Fuel Drinker. Appreciate. Did I watch Hunter x Hunter? No, and that's one on my list. Oh, thank you for the follower goal. Yay! Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I thought I had the goal met. I guess I lost under in stream and then we met the goal again. Yay! Welcome in. No, Hunter x Hunter's on my list. There's a lot of like more classic anime that's like on my list that I have to get through. I have seen both regular, like the old Full Metal Alchemist and then Brotherhood. I have seen Steins Gate. I've seen Elsie Quick, get the PowerPoint ready. Should I get back to the PowerPoint? Thank you for the follow, Wolverine. I appreciate it so much. Brotherhood is always better. I like Brotherhood a lot. And I know that it's actually more accurate to the manga because the unfortunate part about the earlier like FMA is that the manga was still ongoing at the time. They had no idea how it was going to end. And so they literally just made up their own ending. And then the movie came out and you're like, "Huh? What is going on?" Suddenly World War II, what? It was a lot. Yeah, no, Brotherhood is much better. But I still say the original one has a special place in my heart. I really like it a lot still. I even played like one of those awful PS2 games that was based on it. But welcome in. But yeah, no. I played that. I play and what else? What other things have I watched? I've watched a lot of stuff, honestly. If you all just like throw stuff at me, I could probably tell you positive or negative. But it's been a while since I've sat down and watched a lot of things. I've tried to get back into like more frequent watching of stuff. Here's hoping Soul Eater gets the full metal treatment. From what I understand, that's a very strong possibility. I haven't watched Fire Force, but I'm aware of the stuff related to that. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe. And the boys are a fan of Utena. Love Utena. We choose a game for the do nothing. You're gonna make me play Pepsi Man? Why would you make me play Pepsi Man? One anime I totally wreck is the Red Ranger becomes an adventurer in another world. Oh, okay. Interesting. So it's kind of like a Sentai Isekai crossover type thing. Cool. Because it's Pepsi Man. I mean, sure, I'll do it for the meme. Why not? I mean, at that point, y'all might as well have me play like Hatoful Boyfriend or something at that point. All the old meme games. Find me all the old meme games. I'll play them. By all means. Foolproof argument. Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna have so many fun ideas, aren't you? I'm down. I'm down for about anything. Have me play Bunny Garden. So tell me about that game actually, since you all are coming in from that stream. I don't actually know anything about it. Tell me about it. What's it about? It does Super Sentai basically, which I love. They put Sentai logic in somewhat realistic situations. Oh, that's funny. That does actually remind me. I did recently finish watching Samurai Flamenco, which was a trip. Just about you going to a bunny girl bar. See, I see. A completely average, normal, no, not questionable at all. Bunny girl bar, I assume. Exactly. A respectable establishment. A completely innocent bunny girl bar. Honestly, I like if I play stuff like that on stream, I would probably die of laughter. Y'all would just be dealing with me like cackling 24/7. I can't I laugh at stuff like that because I always find things like that to be just funny. Oh wait, that game? Oh, Picori. Ah, the two brain cells have started to rub together for the mod. But no, like if you guys actually have recommendations for games and stuff, like yeah, no, by all means. I could probably pull up where we are going to be doing. I actually probably should just put the Donathon graphic up on the Discord for folks, because we're going to be starting that on Sunday. So if folks have again recommendations for the punishment wheel or for anything like share that in the Discord, please. Which if you aren't a part of, please feel free to join. Very chill, very chill place. I'd love to have y'all there. But yeah, no, I've been having such a blast uh for this 1 year anniversary. Earlier I did like a whole PowerPoint presentation and we kind of went through like basically what I've done for the past year. Goals that I have going forward. I'm really looking forward to towards the end of the month, potentially at the beginning of next month. Depends on like some variables. Having a debut for my 3D model, which I'm really looking forward to. It's going to be a brand new look. It's going to be a lot of fun. Speaking of collabs, Hell Live is back doing another round one collab. Oh yeah, I remember seeing stuff about that. I haven't been to an arcade in so long. I wonder if I'd be any good at it. Cause like when I used to go to Akiba, um, I would collect specific series of figurines, and I became scary good at those claw machines. But it's been so long, I don't know if I still have the ability to, like, win at any of that stuff. But I always had fun. I always had fun. Except for the one time I really wanted to win, like, it was a blanket. If you ever find yourself with a claw machine and a blanket or just something that is in plastic wrapping, don't do it. Speak to your better half. Don't do it. That thing wiped out, like, I wanna say over $30 from me trying to get that blanket because the little claw would, like, hook onto the plastic, kinda squeak along the plastic, and then it would not budge. It would not budge. It took me so many tries, and then I had to, like, pull over one of the workers, and I felt so bad because here I am, like, I'm having to, like, basically, like, "Hello, would you mind putting it back? It's in an impossible position, please." And they would put it back for me, and more often than not, they would actually put it in an even better position for me because as far as they were concerned, I was a foreign woman on vacation, so they wanted me to get whatever it was I was going for. I mean, they just work there. They want you to have a good experience, right? Um, and that was, like, the worst experience I had with the claw machine was trying to get that stupid blanket, and I still have it. I got the blanket eventually. I did get the foreign owl buff, that is true. It was actually really cool. It was I think my moment of pride though was when I started getting good enough at the claw machines that this, like, Japanese lady behind me, like, came up and she was like, "Do you mind if I watch you?" And I was like, Sure." Because she saw me, like, get one thing and then, like, I guess she wanted to see how I was doing it, but it was like, "Oh, dang, I must be actually pretty dang good at this if people are wanting to watch me do this, like, cool." And then, like, I kind of flubbed it because I had eyes on me, and then I just kind of awkwardly walked away and just let her take over from there. The prerequisite to becoming a VTuber is just becoming addicted to gambling, yes. Yes. Oh my gosh, another raid! Hello! Welcome in, raiders! Thank you so much for the raids, Anitas! Playing some Mario Kart World. Ooh, fun! Welcome in, everybody! Thank you so much for the raid, Zen! Hope you had a good stream. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you guys had a fun time. We're gonna raid you for your anniversary. I appreciate it so much, Zen. I hope your stream was fun. I hope everybody had a good time. And if you need to do any post-stream care, take care of yourself. Really do appreciate it. Thank you for the hydrate and the stretch. All the good redeems. It's true, all VTubers have a slight, possibly crippling gambling addiction. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. And it used to be really like when in my early days of gacha, I did not understand the concept of impulse control, and I've gotten much better, thank you. It was fun. Hope your anniversary has been good. It has. It's been really chill. We've been having a really good like time, just like hanging out and chatting. I did my 10 out of 10 PowerPoint presentation earlier at the beginning of stream, and honestly, I might do it again. Since we have so many new people in. Does chat want to see the beautiful 10 out of 10 PowerPoint presentation again? Vesta is looming, I know. Do it again? Okay, okay, okay. All right, I'll get us over to the PowerPoint presentation. Absolutely. For those who missed it, since it was at the beginning, let's make sure that like everything's still set up properly. It should be. It should be. Okay. All right. We need PNG owl. Okay, you'll see my PNG. Give me just 1 second, okay? Okay. Here it is. This is my original PNG tuber. I put together a PowerPoint presentation like I was like in grade school again. Uh for everyone's viewing pleasure. So we are celebrating my 1 year anniversary today, everybody. Hello. I talked about well like how will this be on a test? No. This is honestly me just like going through memory lane and doing something silly with chat, and I'm glad everyone ended up liking it. But it does actually talk a bit about like how I started with streaming. Since this is my first time ever streaming, and how I got into VTubing. And I was like so many different things at one point that I considered being, but then I decided to be an owl. Anime wow sound. That is that is a sound redeem, I think. Enjoy my stock image of an owl. It's my face reveal. Don't I have a beautiful like side profile? I think I do. I think it's beautiful. Let's see. And if I scoot myself down here, that beak, right? Right? Because nothing explains VTubing better than than a presentation. Yeah, the side eye. I know. I know, right? So yeah, I wanted to be an owl because I like owls. Shocker. It's a little more detailed than that, but mainly like I just thought that they were cool. I like the fact that they're associated with like themes of mystery, magic, and wisdom. And because of that, I ended up kind of going for more of an academic bend at first. And we ended up kind of moving forward to what I do today. This is my PNG tuber that I made myself, based on this design. This is my first ever design that I made. This is all my own art, by the way. Yes. Oh my god, y'all are going nuts for the legs again. Jeez. Y'all go gaga for legs. And then this was the second design that I did. This is the design most people are probably familiar with and is what ended up changing into this PNG tuber model that I also made myself. Yes, legs. And I debuted with this design. So this is like the original thing that I used um for a long time, actually, for several months of streaming. Yeah, I designed it myself. I drew it myself. I rigged this PNG tuber myself. I did it all myself. I learned it all on my own. It was a lot of work, okay? It was it was a lot. But we made it happen. We made it work. Including the mouse tracking on the eyes, by the way. You know that it does that? Yeah. I did that. It was cool. But yeah, no, the mic sensitivity is not the best. Anyway, this is what most people remember, and this is the model I've been using for the foreseeable amount of time. Of course, ads hit right this second, right in the middle of my presentation. How dare they? But I'm happy. I was happy with this. I ended up taking and editing this model. I started VTubing with the right leg. Y'all, what is up with y'all and legs? Like, fill me in on the legs. Y'all are killing me. Oh, I swear. It's legs. Most VTubers are half body. When they just start out, I was ambitious. I was ambitious. I also had the benefit of being able to utilize this customizable model, which was a full body model, which is also really nice. I went with the leg model. You guys are killing me. I feel bad because everybody's like stuck in ads right now, so I'm kind of like stalling. So y'all can enjoy all these legs for like a couple minutes, okay? The legs are something to stand for, but I kind of went back and forth at first actually as to whether or not I wanted to Thank you. Thank you. I wasn't sure if I wanted to try like just kind of finagling myself a very basic half body model. It was something I kind of entertained for a while. I ended up not really going through with it because customizable models started taking off, and I saw it as honestly a major time saver and something that I could really get to experiment with. And I'm really happy with how I was able to put something unique together with this. But I am excited to actually get to have something that is completely and totally like my own brainchild again. Because the thing with VTubing for me is that it is a major point of self expression. And it gives you ideas how to experiment in the future. Yeah. And I wanted to have the opportunity to actually like try stuff with Life 2D. and get a feel for the software and how to use it and how to make interactable stuff with it. And this gave me a really good headway into that. I am super grateful to this model. I'm grateful for Senmaku for making it, and I had a lot of fun getting to edit it and make extra stuff for it and do stuff with it. And I'm even more excited for what the future holds because I get to learn a whole new software. Gonna get to do more stuff all over again. So you all get to look forward to more stuff. All right, the ads are over. Yay! Hey everybody, welcome back from the ads. Hello, hello. All right, we can continue. So I also made like my own little chibi like PNG tuber model based on this design as well. That's also my own art up there in the corner. Oh yeah, y'all are gonna get so much more stuff. So like it was a year ago that I started streaming Streamfield's Mystery as my first ever game. Like I did not have a debut. I think that's something I should point out. I never have actually gotten the opportunity to do a debut. So the debut that I'm planning for in the next month or so is actually going to be my first chance to have like a full-on formal debut. I'm really, really excited for it. I don't know what all I should really put into it. I'm kind I'm kind of just going through this whole like VTubing thing, feeling like I have no idea what I'm doing, and it seems to be working. So I'm glad y'all are enjoying that. Um, but I'm learning something new all the time. I really appreciate that within my first week of streaming, I got rated by Tolk, who I really do appreciate him rating me. He helped me get to affiliate within the first month of streaming, which is why May is a really big deal for me. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to have debut close to my affiliate anniversary, which is the 20th. I also was able to reach 100 followers September 8th, and as of today, I'm at 350, or at least I was when I started stream, but I guess maybe someone did not like the jokes I made about ASMR, and that I'm not good at it, and and now I'm back to over 350, so thank you guys. Appreciate it. And this was the time I got rated by Tolk. Are you all gonna make me watch this clip again? Because the cringe is so heavy. I had such yes, guys. Guys, I had such okay, the reason why I cringe at this clip. Okay. Yes, okay. Okay, I'll relive the cringe. The reason why this clip kills me is because I have such like bad anxious early streamer like customer service voice. I don't even properly read chat. You can barely hear my raid alert, which at the time was Brock from Pokemon talking about jelly-filled donuts, which I said it as a joke because I didn't expect to be seen or rated within my first week of streaming. And I literally am just like over here like, "Oh my goodness, holy cow." And it's so bad. It's so but okay, y'all want to see it? Y'all want to put me through this? Okay. We're going to do it again. Hold on. Wait. Y'all can't hear it. Hold on. Oh my god, the scuff never ends. Ugh. Oh man. So major. I'm suffering. I love you can barely you can barely hear the Jellyfill donut line. It's so cool seeing so many names that I still recognize, like, to this day from this raid. don't see cringe, I just see someone figuring it out. I really was. I had no idea what the etiquette was for raids or anything. I very much so was just overwhelmed. I I try not to think about the number. I try not to think about the number ever. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, we suffered that. We did our best, we did our best. Alright, continuing on. I do appreciate looking back at that, though, because it's like I mentioned this a little bit later on in stream. Ah, thank you for the posture check. Alright. I appreciate that it allowed me to realize how far I've come in terms of being just more comfortable in speaking on stream and just being live and being more myself and not feeling like I have to basically be on this edge of like, oh wow, oh hi, hey. Like it was just I was so anxious and so nervous and so overwhelmed by a lot of it. To tell you the truth, you have a really high resistance to your old self. I can't do that. I cringe so hard of myself. I laugh about it, but I also see it as like a sign of growth and a sign of just how far things have come just within this year in terms of me being more comfortable as a streamer. And yeah, no, get your daily hoots if you haven't already. I kept tabs. Before this stream, everybody was able to make 664 hoots. And here are our top 5 for those who are here. It doesn't say flabbergasted anymore. I do drop a random like word like that now and again. I think that's just part of my personality. I'm more like I say holy macaroni and cheese, okay? I don't know what it is about me. I tend to default to weird like sayings and isms and stuff all the time. Like just random stuff. I boomer out. Like I do that. Like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like just random things that are like, oh golly gee willikers. Like I will say that and that's why we watch you things. And I will mean it with my whole chest. I've always been like that and like I do it in a kind of ironic way, but in a way that's earnest. I guess that's an oxymoron, actually. Hold on. But, like, I don't mean it in a way like I'm trying to actively avoid saying something more uncouth, but more so that I have more fun saying silly things. And so I mean the silly things that I say, but I fully know that they're silly. If that makes sense. Forsooth. Don't hit us with a that was rad. I probably will at some point. I'm so sorry. All right, and this is the shout outs to everybody. All the names here. Y'all are amazing. Really appreciate you all doing your daily hoots. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. And we've also hit 42 members in the Discord community. We made 21 clips. Y'all have made me so happy, and I'm so glad to be your streamer. And this was our top clip from the year. I will replay it because I genuinely laugh at this. This is from when we played Hetty's Haven. Can we get you an outfit for your new model with a backwards hat and a skateboard so you can go, what's up? It's what's up? How we doing, fellow kids? Yeah, we're gonna watch this. This is from Teddy's Haven, which is a fantasy shop simulator. We got literally, uh, just all of a sudden, all these geese entered my shop, and I was losing my mind. I love this clip too. I understand why it's the most viewed clip because it is just genuine chaos. Very fun game, by the way. The dev actually got to come into one of my streams of this game and was really kind. I highly recommend the game if you like shop sims. So here's the clip from that again. Let me make sure that actually I have the audio set up so I don't have to like keep pausing stuff. Thank you for the follow, Eggy Noodle. Yeah, that's more I would say this is more in line with like my more like current streams. We get into some silly here. I had so much fun getting to react and enjoy a lot of stuff with that. I actually would love to get back to some more like shop simulators and just simulators in general. Uh it's fun. It's a fun clip. I still laugh at the fact that those geese, like we had no idea what they were doing. I actually thought they were going to come in and like steal my stuff. I thought it was like one of those random events. Yeah, TCG Shops Sim is actually a simulator that I used to play on stream pretty frequently. I should revisit it. My shop was named Questionable Investment. And I used to just sit in the corner and mass open packs. You should mod it. Oh, that would be fun. Yeah, if you guys can like we could maybe do some modding, maybe some crowd control or something. We could revisit it at some point. That would be a lot of fun. But yeah, I used to just sit in the corner and just like upload packs all the time. Questionable name for questionable investment. So this is going to be my next design. This is what I'm hyping up for everybody. This is also my own design and my own art. I'm going to be doing an RPG design with a 3D model that I'm going to be debuting here within the next month or two. Oh my gosh, you guys with the legs. With new emotes, a fresh look for a stream, new starting soon BRB and ending streams, the new stinger, all sorts of new stuff. I am very excited. I am super, super, super excited to get to finally do this. And you all will have more coming soon. But in the meantime, for the rest of this month, going into the end of June, I'm going to be doing my very first ever donathon. And this is what Chat and I have been talking about a lot are like all of the things that they are trying to concoct for what they want. Like they're already they haven't even achieved any of these yet and they're already like making a wish list of stuff that they want to do, which is very funny to me. We have joked that the $900 ASMR recording, I applaud the people who have the talent and ability to do ASMR. I am not one of those people, unfortunately. We have made a joke that I would somehow commission myself a bee outfit and do an ASMR reading of the Bee Movie script. Um, which now Chad is very excited for. So good luck, guys. um, that would be that would be very funny. They really want the bees. I don't because like I'm not someone who does like girlfriend experience content or anything like that. That's not really what I do. But I kind of put that up there as like a I don't want to say like a joke goal, but it was definitely going to be something that I was just going to have some fun with chat if that's something that they wanted, and that has apparently been what they have decided upon. But otherwise, here are some of the goals that we have moving forward. It starts this Sunday. We're going to be putting together a punishment wheel as well, which is going to be very fun for every $10 gets donated. All proceeds go to me trying to also get a Life 2D model of my very own. New dream unlocks hearing Elsie say, so you like jazz and bee costume. The thing is, I like jazz. And every time I mention that I like jazz, someone always looks at me and goes, so you like jazz? I'm just like, guys, please. I know, that's why it's funny. I do though. I like jazz music. It's just soothing. It's really nice to listen to. It's pleasant on the ear. But here are some of the things that we would be looking forward to, including me playing like a rhythm game, Project Diva, doing tier list streams, new channel redeems, karaoke stream, which God help y'all's ears. Me playing Minecraft blind because fun fact about me, I've never played Minecraft before. I do not know how to play Minecraft. So I would not be allowed to use a wiki or anything. I would not be able to look up any information. That would have to guide me by the hand because I don't even know how to make a crafting bench. Didn't they just release a new Hololive rhythm game? I think so. I think so. I don't know how kind it would be in terms of possible copyright strikes. You got to be really careful with that with a lot of rhythm games. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. No, that's why I don't play as many rhythm games on stream as I would like, because you got to be really, really like mindful of that. But otherwise, we have stuff like me playing a horror game, which I never do, and there are reasons for that because I am terrified of everything. Smash or Pass stream. My chat makes my schedule for a week. Community game night, Discord movie night, 12-hour weekend stream, and then I would be able to fund some art, which would be really. Yeah, people got DMCA for streaming. Yeah, like the thing with stuff like Project Diva and like Vocaloid and stuff is typically speaking, the people who do the songs for that are very chill because their songs are just they're based from the internet itself. Oftentimes they don't really care as long as it's related to gameplay. But if I go in there and I see that it might be a little difficult, I may have to change the Project Diva stream to something different, but it should be fine in theory. If not, I will find something else. But yeah. That's what we're looking forward to. That's what we're going to be doing. I'm really looking forward to it. I really hope that you guys have fun with it too. I'm going to be posting this on my socials and as well as in the Discord so you all can reference this, and I will keep you all updated as to how far we get in it. I'm really excited. I hope that you all have fun along with me in it, and obviously please do not feel pressured to contribute unless you are in a good position to do so. I'm mainly doing this for just some fun and also working towards like another project for the stream. But if you guys are in a are not in a position, like, please feel free to just come by, hang out, and enjoy the fun as well. I'd appreciate you being here. I think some games have a streamer mode which helps DMCA. Yeah, no, some do. I'll have to double check on that. But yeah, so this is some of my old art. And thank you all for an amazing year. And that was my very cool and very professional Discord PowerPoint presentation. So yeah. The stare. The intense stare. All right. I'm glad that you all enjoyed that. But yeah, that's basically what I've been doing. And glad that you all are here, hang out with me, and enjoy it. I probably won't be on too much more. I think I may start winding down and raiding out because it's late. Unless y'all have more stuff to talk about, like I'm down to keep talking, but I've really had such a good anniversary with you guys. I appreciate you guys sticking around and being here and enjoying my 1 year with me. It really does mean a lot. All of the support that I've gotten to have has been incredible over this last year. I think I talked a little bit at the beginning of stream how like something that held me back a lot with starting streaming was this fear that I had that I wouldn't be good enough, that people wouldn't be interested. And then I realized that even if I were just streaming to even just my closest friends, as long as I was having fun, it was good. And then eventually I realized, hey, actually, there are some really cool people out there who do actually want to do stuff with me, and that's really neat. And I am grateful for it. Yeah, no worries, Zen. Thank you for the happy anniversary and hope you have a good rest. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm probably gonna start winding down myself. I need to start getting ready for some sleep. But you guys, I just want to again say thank you. You all have made this past year so special. I am so looking forward to what next year is going to bring. I know that we already have some really fun plans ahead. I'm really excited to get to do that debut with you guys for the 3D model. You all will be getting the date on it, and you all will not be stuck listening to elevator music for the foreseeable future. That's going to be very nice, huh? But in all seriousness, like, hanging out with you guys have been fun. Yeah, no problem. Thank you, Troublesome. If y'all could stick around like 2 more minutes for the raid, that would be really cool, but I understand if you need to go and, like, get some rest. All good, all good. I can't wait for y'all to be there for the future streams. Thank you guys so much for coming by, for hanging out, and for making this past year, like, so great. Can't wait to see you all again for the next stream. We'll be starting it and the Donathon on Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern here on Twitch. And we're going to be playing some more Rune Factory, Guardians of Azuma. Before I go, do I get something from the free pulls? I never get anything from the free pulls. Do you expect me to have luck? No. Doing a great job. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Fatoris. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Again, like, you all make the stream just as much as I do. I say that so often, but I mean it every time. Gatsasami. Nice. But hey, I'm gonna check and see who we might be able to raid out to. I know who we can raid out to. Oh, you want to lead the raid? Awesome. Thank you. Okay. All right. Well, then I guess we will be raiding Tallybean, who's currently playing some 14. Hey! Doing some Endwalker. Okay, nice. All right, I'm past Endwalker, so we're good. No spoils for me. But yeah, let's go send some love Tallybean's way then. Here's the raid message. Thank you for Taurus. I hope to see you all again on Sunday. Again, appreciate you guys being here and helping me celebrate a year. Hope to see you all again soon. And have a good rest of your night. And good start of your weekend. Until then, everybody, have a good night. Bye-bye.